I don't know, dude, if I want to give you these, but maybe Jeff is gonna suck ass at this.
Try these.
He don't need no damn headphones.
Try those on.
Let's be real.
Try on the shades.
Let's be real. Hey,
Bro.
let's pass around.
Do you have like extra large head like me? I have like extra large frame.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I think it's universal.
You probably do got like what extra. You probably got a big head too, huh?
Right.
Nah, bro, I just make this shit look good.
We got Blade in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Blade.
Wesley Snipes.
Bro, I ain't even that black, bro.
He always wanted to be
pretty damn black.
He always wanted to be Blade growing up too. All the time growing up, he always wanted to be Blade.
No, you did love Blade all the time.
Hey, bro, Blade.
Hey, pull the mics up. Pull the mics up. This is why
Pull the mics
headphones.
up. What do you mean?
Hey, can you not hear? They hurt your head. You
want to like hear
ears?
yourself almost.
I'm chilling.
Like,
Tell me if you need me to adjust.
I can hear everybody.
Can you hear things? Everybody hear things?
Yeah.
Pull the mic and that thing you adjust it. You can just so
Like this?
yeah, you can adjust it so it gets closer.
don't touch my mic, bro.
Turn this thing.
There's no staring at my headphones.
Give it a loose and just be mindful of that cord because that cord and straighten it out.
He can figure.
I think you should straighten the mic out.
Like pull it towards you.
Woo!
Or just bring
should be able to loosen it.
bring this closer to you so you don't have to
loosen it right under it.
Yeah, no, just tilt the mic like
Bro, let me just put it to where I feel comfortable.
I think this would be
Make his mark.
How about this?
yeah.
Hey, is that gonna
just
be like
make
a
sure it points at your
copyright
mouth. Yeah.
How about this? This
Perfect.
is much better.
Oh, Isaiah's hooking us up with a bourbon.
Oh,
Isaiah, pour it
shit.
up.
I got him going already.
Isaiah knows respect. He's been taught. He's been disciplined.
By who, you?
Yeah, I gave him spankings when I got out of the Marine Corps. I had to come home and start spanking him.
Oh, he was just telling
I
the
got a
stories.
rebel too.
There's no staring at my
What did
head.
he say?
There's no staring at my head.
He's like, what did he say?
He's like, hey, let me in.
What the fuck did you say?
talk about this?
I am not aggressive.
All right, Isaiah's pouring it up.
It's already
Hey,
poured.
wait,
You got one right
Chapman.
there, right there.
Chapman, you said you were gonna. He was speaking highly of being the speech king, and he was like, I want to give a speech, blah blah blah. Remember?
Yeah, bro, we waiting for you.
Can we get an official speech on the record from you? Let's go.
There's no staring at my headphones.
Just a toast.
Is there?
Just keep going with that the whole night.
All right, come on, hit us with some. What are we cheersing to?
Cheers to hopefully another 10 years of life for us guys.
Damn, just 10?
Cheers to that. Get what you can get.
Yeah, at least 10. Let's go. Cheers.
At least 10 more.
Yo, that's it. Yeah, I want another 10.
Whew.
That's some warm bourbon.
With some warm bourbon.
I'm gonna boss go down here just chilling.
Is he here? Oh, I thought I
Good boy
kicked
down
him out.
there.
He's starting to trust us.
Might
Still
start
gotta
like
watch
his
that
name.
dog. He showed me his teeth. He's all.
Yeah,
Now
it's
you guys
his
are boys.
Face. His face, don't like
The other
that.
day he showed me his teeth, and I was like, "Oh,
Can you
fuck
pass me a
that.
beer?
Nick,
Yeah, what you want? Are we going to want to try some platinums?
Let's try some Bud Light Platinums.
let's do it.
Bud Light's not gay anymore.
Okay. Bud Light Platinum was never gay, bro. It's the regular Bud Light.
This has
bro.
always been the premium, man.
Book.
I knew somebody was gonna have that happen,
Wait,
bro.
are they twist tops?
They should be, yeah.
I just popped mine off.
I broke mine with my teeth.
I just popped mine off.
Yeah, you just had that thing in your mouth instantly.
Dude, that's the greatest thing about
He was
outside
already waiting
Isaiah.
for it. He's all cracked it and was all.
Dude, that was the I was telling actually you guys, I didn't tell Isaiah. The greatest thing about having these guys over is fucking laughing my ass off all the time because we actually are inappropriate enough to fucking say the fucked up thing that everybody wants to hear and laugh at.
But they won't say it in person.
Yeah. Tell me a fucked up joke. Come on.
It's nice to genuinely sit back, like with your boys, like me and you, even all talk shit. We're always just like, just all talking shit. It's nice to fucking sit back and genuinely, like, fucking have a good time, be able to relax and get fucked up.
Hey, bro, get into that mic. You're so far away from the mic. Let's get up close. Bring your chair closer.
No, maybe just move the mic a
No,
little.
bring your chair closer because you're so
Yo,
far
there's
away
no
from the
snare in my
table.
headphones.
Bring your chair closer to the table.
Hey, could you hear yourself a
There you go.
lot
Come
better
on,
when you were
just a big
close?
scoop, big scoop.
It's
One
pretty
big
cool
scoop.
to
You be
not
close.
have to give a fuck about shit, though.
Yeah.
And be out here, chilling with y'all.
Dude, I know what to do.
Dude, in the new house too. This is freaking awesome. This place is awesome.
There you go, dude.
Yeah, he said when he buy his second one, he gonna let me have this one.
Does not stay on my headphones.
For free, no interest either.
Does not stay on my headphones.
No usury. No usury in my land. You know what usury is?
No, what's
The overcharge. That's what the Jews were always doing over, I guess, supposedly in Europe all the time. They were charging a lot of interest back in the day. They called that usury, where it was like fucked up amount of interest. Which brings me to my first topic.
The Jews.
Abortion. Do you think student loans, usury, interest rate, our student loans, we're fucking boys that went in the Marine Corps. If we could have got our student loans forgiven, maybe we would have never went.
We're not the ones to talk about it. We're not the ones to talk about it.
I'm a horrible fucking student, bro.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, you guys, all you
student loan is.
Bro, if you forgive everyone's fucking student debt, or what if the interest is so crazy, it's damn near usury.
Yeah, and you can't with like that kind of debt, you can't like claim bankruptcy, right?
Let me help you out.
You think what?
Sorry. It's because I'm
gonna tilt it.
You think what?
well, it's because I'm turning.
Yeah.
to
Turner,
the
you
top.
think
That's it.
you think like with Trump
need to be
being
like this.
you think Trump being president and everything, you think it's gonna like have an impact on us at all? Like as like just a typical,
Maybe you as a
What is
native, bro.
impact? Butterfly effect, Terry, tell us.
All right, well, pretty much it's cause and effect. And he already has on me. So, because I invest and because the stock market went down because of damn tariffs and shit, I lost fucking money. And then a situation happened to where I had to sell my fucking stocks. Now I lost like $400 fucking dollars. I was pissed.
At least that's 400, I guess.
Yeah, it was just 400. So I was like, all right, ain't that bad.
That's like beginning your
$400, bro.
portfolio days, I guess.
Kind of a lot of
Not
money,
a big
though.
stockbroker like me yet. I don't got shit. But I just have friends that I have like literally when I go working on Generation Iron Shoots and stuff, I'll be hanging out with people who are literally just checking their stocks and like their dividends that they're getting monthly, and they're just making money every day.
Yeah, it's a passive income, bro. That's
Yeah.
why I'm getting into it. And like I've been trying to learn about it.
I'm
for
not
like
that
years.
big into it, but when I go to Vegas and shit, man, I'll throw some fucking money down.
I don't care about money that much.
Do you win pretty often?
Sometimes.
He doesn't
No.
remember. He doesn't remember. He blacks out. Wakes up.
No. When
He
I was out of
wins
Vegas,
and spends all the
I was
money.
I was betting on all these college basketball games, and like there were games like I was actually going to go see and watch, and I was all betting against the odds, and I ended up running into a big old group of people, and they're all, "Who you bet?" Boy, I'm like, "Yep, I know fucking Santa Clara is going to win this one." They are all just laughing at me, just
Dude,
dogging
I
me and
remember
shit.
that. When you made that shit ton of money on that bet, that was the underdog bet like crazy.
Yeah.
You made how much?
Fuck, like 84 or something.
$84. No, it was a lot. You made a lot of money. What was it?
$84.
84, that's what I'm saying.
You told me a lot more than
Is
that.
it more than that?
Because you put in a small amount, but it was a huge amount
You
of
probably put
betting odds.
$84.
The betting odds were ridiculous, and he made a shit ton of money. Man, what the fuck? How do you not remember this? He's too fucked up.
You got to get more drunk first to remember.
He's not fucked up enough. The more fucked up he gets, the more he'll remember. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what he's talking about.
If it looks like he's passed out, it's just him meditating. He's just tapping
I
into
really
the
don't know
roots.
what he's talking about. Do you?
Yeah, see, he's getting ready to tap into that ancient memory.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Speaking of ancient memory, Terry, ancient memory. You're talking about ancient memory, bro.
Ain't nobody.
Ancient memories.
Ancient memory. You thinking how we're tapped into the past, present, and future all at once
My
potentially.
fucking ears need a fucking pop. I don't know
Okay,
that.
yeah. What about it?
Yeah, don't worry. You don't have to wear those. You don't have to wear those, dude. If you don't want to.
Dude, it's because you guys fucking yourselves up in
No, my ears just need to pop.
Pendleton, dude.
I got
Pull on
bad
your
ears.
earlobes. Pull on your ever since surfing, huh?
Surfing, you guys both got fucked up.
Dude, that's what you missed out.
And when I go up in the flight,
You surfing.
when I go
Bro, you knew. Damn sure I ain't going out there surfing. I don't know
That's
what's in
white
that-
people shit.
Hell yeah, I don't know what's in that water. You crazy as hell.
How many black professional surfers are there?
I don't
there's a
know.
lot. There's a lot of hella-
Toledo.
I don't know,
Felipe
bro.
Toledo.
like the Hawaii. Philip Toledo.
You remember that?
Philip Toledo.
Me and Chapman got a whole
Oh my
inside
god, I
joke to
cannot.
Felipe
I
Toledo.
forgot all about that, dude.
Bro, I remember,
unlocked
That
the
just
memory
like
for
busted
him.
out of core menu. Philip Toledo.
I remember
Dude.
I was talking to somebody one time and they was talking about how black folks is like, taking over like the sports industry, most of the players and shit like
Yeah,
that.
okay,
And then they was like, yeah, bro, as soon as they got heated ice skating rings, they gonna dominate that shit too. I started rolling, bro. That shit
No,
was
you
hella
wouldn't.
funny.
No, they wouldn't, because that's called swimming, bro.
You're right, bro.
Remember Eggleston coming out in his floaties and flippers to PT at the pool all the damn time?
No, he had freaking floaties on that.
You guys remember that? Anybody? Eggleston.
Oh yeah.
He would come out and float like floaties
Yeah,
and
I
flippers
remember
and
he
shit
had his
for PT.
floaties because he couldn't fucking
The
swim.
biggest, jacked, baddest looking black dude, but just wearing floaties in the pool.
Dude sunk like a rock, bro.
Dude, he was dense, dude. That's a dense
like
dude.
a rock.
Oh my god, did you guys remember his story about when the fuck got held at gunpoint on his way trying to get to Camp Pendleton? You know what I'm talking about. I think you know. He's on his way to the duty station, bro. He's like, no, I ain't telling this. I ain't telling this story. I ain't fucking no snitch. That's Chavin's way. He's I ain't no snitch.
I keep it quiet. I keep it quiet.
Always has. Always has.
Hey man, I ain't ratting about my boy or nothing. I ain't talking about nothing.
Allegedly, bro.
Allegedly.
His story was
That's great.
crazy ass movie. You don't know about this, huh?
No.
So on his way to the duty station to Camp Pendleton, he had a long ass drive because he's from the East Coast, right? Isn't he from the East Coast?
He's like, yeah, he's from like South Carolina.
See, yeah, he had a long drive because he drove to California and he was like out in the middle of nowhere in like Arizona. Had a crazy party, you know how Eggleston is. Had some crazy party moment where he ends up wandering drunk like a damn like this guy over here, fucking wandering drunk all alone.
Hey, Chapman, let me get your vape.
And then he literally ends up in a fucking trailer
I think he needs
to
shorts.
pass
dude.
out. He passes out in some random trailer out in the middle of nowhere and ends up with fucking shotgun in his face
he
from
needs
some hillbilly
charged.
dude. Like, what the fuck? And
probably gonna get out of
Eggleston's
it,
shirtless. You know how he looks,
it in.
dude.
Yeah.
He's a big ass, scary dude. He started crying and begging for his life, is what he told me. He was saying that he was fucking begging for his life. Like, oh,
got a
please
charger
don't kill
over there?
me.
Is that a juice?
And the guy let him helped him. He felt bad for him.
Oh, is it?
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he's like, I'm in
oh,
the
the
Marines.
vape stick.
Please help you out. And they helped. They cared about him. They're like, oh, you're a Marine? Instant respect points from Patriots, right? Am I right?
Probably, yeah.
Don't you feel that with like people who are really patriotic? Once they know you're a Marine, they're like, oh,
Yeah, they do hold a bit more respect.
A lot of old timers will kind of. I'll go up to people like my dad. My dad was just like a straight old timer. He's just like, hey man, what's going on? You know, like that's how I am with all these old timers. And I'll go up there to like go try to buy something off these old timers and be like, what's going on, man? How you doing? Or, hey, how you doing? You know, I'll be like, reach out my hand and everything. I'll be like, nah, this guy's fucking.
what?
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know where I was going with that.
Okay, all right. We didn't either.
My bad. I didn't know where I was going with that.
No, what the fuck? Old
I let it
timers,
up,
old
though.
timer Marines. Yeah,
let it up, though.
you got an old timer Marine for buddy that like knew your dad. I'm guessing that was like, oh, a gun ho about you being a Marine.
What?
Bro, you need help, bro.
Oh my god.
We need a
Can't time that
script,
shit, dude. You can't time that shit
script,
better.
bro.
So, what you doing, boss?
Yeah, I feel like it's not even just old timer Marines probably though, right? Because I feel like when I'm with you sometimes, just in general, any old timer like veteran, they feel like they hear Marine, and they're
Bro,
like
Marines are the best. That's why. Let's be real, right? I mean, don't you feel badass all the time saying like, bro, I'm glad I'm not Army.
Hey, well, yeah, but like sometimes like I have to like remember, you know, like damn, you know, like I'm a fucking Marine, you know, like it does make me feel better and more confident about myself and shit, and helps me make better decisions, you know, moving forward. Like me just remembering that, no, like I done did some shit, you know, like
Yeah,
like,
it's been worse.
yeah, you know,
It's
like
been a lot worse.
Yeah, don't forget that you went through the shit, man.
I seen it personally. Terry personally, he definitely went through the shit. Damn, you got fucked over a lot, actually.
the fucking struggle, bro. It's
You
all
got fucked over a
bad.
lot, but for no reason, dude. The universe, actually, you know what? I say fucked over, but the journey that the Marine Corps put you on got you to go to a lot of cool places and do some cool shit.
Yeah, that's true. But at the end of the day,
You're always told
nobody fucking wanted me.
It wasn't
bro.
good. It wasn't good for your rank.
You're
bro.
always holding everybody
Yeah,
back or what?
nobody wanted me, bro.
Are you're always holding everybody back or what?
No, it wasn't.
Why are you asking, bro? You were in the platoon. What the fuck?
You were there.
No, I wasn't.
You were there.
I was already 2 months gone. I was already 2 months gone.
What happened? Did your platoon like you?
You were in my platoon, bro.
Turner
Like, what
always
you
said
talking
you,
about?
Turner was always telling me that you were a shitbag, so that's how I was signing one.
Oh, so my view, when I talk about that is because I had this personal view of Terry at combat training.
He's the one that told
And
me
he
that
has
you were the
fucked up
shit bag.
feet. Terry's got flat feet. And that doesn't work well in the fucking mountains of Camp Pendleton.
It definitely fucking doesn't.
You had to do the makeup hike afterwards, right?
Yeah, I had to do the makeup one too.
You had to
I had
hike
to do-
more than anybody.
Yeah, I had to hike more than everybody, bro. We did that first.
Damn.
one.
That's
In the mic.
No, what was fucked up was we did that first hike and I actually fucking finished it, but because I fell out even a little bit, they made me redo it like what 2-3
that's
days
so
later.
fucked up. Dude, how devastating is that when you I remember those moments when they're like, this hike matters a lot. If you don't do it, you have to do a makeup hike.
Yeah.
It was like there was a
Pour
special
us up
moment.
one. Pour
And
us up
it,
one.
you had to
For
do it
another?
like
Yep,
did you,
pour us up
did you
another
do
one.
laps around a track?
No, it wasn't around a track.
I heard that
Pour
that's
us
what
up
you had to do.
another one.
No, it wasn't laps around a track. It was just a flat hike. It was flatter than that
You got cut
other
right
one
there.
was.
And how was it? Did you dominate it?
Yeah.
No.
Let me see that
No.
cup. That's the
Well,
one we
your
used
feet
before?
fuck you up, huh?
Yeah, my feet
You want
still
new
fucked
cup?
me up, but I didn't like really fall out that far.
Did you when you
line 'em
went
up.
to
Just line 'em
mess?
up.
Right here.
You knew
my
you had
bad,
fucked
my
up
bad.
feet, right?
Yeah, they knew they had it in my paperwork, bro.
And so when you had fucked up feet, you had a waiver for
Terry
this
up
shit?
on.
Yeah, they gave me a waiver.
Let me get his
Bro,
cup.
so your feet are
Terry.
fucked up. Did you think that it was going to be that hard?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know what it was like, bro. My feet had never hurt before like that in my life until I went to fucking boot camp, bro. Like and experienced the shit. I was like, fuck, it feels like my feet are about to snap in half,
And
bro.
so what,
Like,
what was your mindset? Dude, because in boot camp,
I
it's
just
so-
thought everybody was going through it. I didn't think it was just because I was flat footed. I thought that's how it fucking felt to hike. That's
So
why
you
I
just
hated
manned up.
fucking hiking. I was like, this shit fucking sucks. Why do you guys like this shit? It's fucking terrible, you know?
Who
Like,
likes it? Who
I don't
likes
think
it?
somebody fucking liked it. I know for sure, bro.
Bro,
They
do you-
liked it more than running.
Dude, do you remember that when you first get to boot camp and you go into that like holding area before you're assigned to your platoons and all that, and there's like red lights on the
Yeah.
roof? You remember that? The red lights on the roof? You're like a damn lizard. Do you remember?
It's like a lizard, bro.
Lizard people.
I remember the red lights. I remember the. Red lights.
Like, yeah. Hell, dude, it's just like big ones on the roof or what?
Bro,
Describe
my
it.
boot. Yeah, it's literally like, remember Char in his cage? I had
It's
that
like
fucking night
it's
red
like
light.
you better use red lights if you're gonna fucking be
It's-
waking me up and shit. But
There's
use red
pan-
lights.
There's panels of fucking like fluorescent lights on the roof in these
Whoa.
squad bays, and they just blasted like red, damn, like just it's like fucking heat lamp red fucking
Yeah.
lights.
Damn, straight
And my
lizard.
bunk bed was right directly underneath one of those lights, dude.
That shit is fucked.
Purely,
bro.
like the
busted.
bed faced
You're
the
busted.
fucking
You're
light,
just
dude.
sitting there busted. Oh my god.
I couldn't sleep. I went and started helping the people that were like organizing paperwork, and I showed up to boot camp. So I'm like, let me try to help people out. There's people who are future guides. I noticed them around. They're like there's like a Chinese dude who's a guide. You remember him?
Yeah.
And Charlie Company.
Yeah, I was Charlie Company.
Yeah,
bro.
I know, but I wasn't. We were in different platoons in Charlie Company.
Oh yeah.
But
okay.
the guide that was
I told
Yeah,
Turner. I
they're
told
the-
Turner.
the
I was
short one?
I was Mighty
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah,
I always
the
had
short
the
guy,
blue.
yeah, I
I always
remember.
had the blue.
here's what's
Here's
here's
blue Gatorade.
you want to know the commonality to be guided at boot camp?
What?
Be jacked.
No, my guy wasn't jacked. in
Wait,
boot
did you have
camp.
the skinny black kid?
No, we had the skinny. He's like Mexican or something. He's Hispanic.
I remember a
He was
Hispanic guy who was
dark,
jacked.
He was dark skinned. No, he
Short
wasn't
and jacked.
jacked. He
Hey,
wasn't jacked,
hey,
bro.
but before we
He's
continue,
actually
I
kinda
gotta saw
scrawny.
another shot right here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Isaiah!
Damn.
No, dude.
Isaiah is
Yeah,
the shit.
Isaiah's got a drink, right? Yep.
Yes,
Dude,
sir.
hey, well, Isaiah, hey, can you give? Yeah, you give us words this time.
Okay, fuck.
Hey, we can go off that, bro.
Hey, what was the last one? To 10?
Right here.
10 more years? Let's do. Hey, help me out a little bit. What's something that would go good with prosperous?
10 more years. 10 more years.
Prosperity.
10
Another 10 more years?
10 more years.
Plus, so 20 total.
years.
Let's add 10 more.
Shit.
10 more.
And a little bit of success
Me
to
and
quantum
Turner.
computers.
Hey, honestly,
Me and-
just
me and Turner, 10
two
more
some
years.
boys freaking having a good night, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, honestly,
Straight up,
that's as good as it gets.
Yeah. As good as it gets right there, Isaiah.
Damn.
Whew.
Ooh.
That's rough. Hey, how you guys liking these plans? It's rough. Okay.
No. I just turned into my
This
dog.
is what you asked. This is what you asked.
Nope.
He knows, though. He knows.
He knows. He's like, nah.
Terry saw hell no. I'm just like, whoa.
It's
You guys
1,
like
2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. This is what you asked.
4.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fucking shitty, bro.
Did you guys ever learn cadence? Hell no. What am I asking,
Yeah,
dude?
bro.
Cadence?
No,
we
you
never
didn't.
learned it.
Yeah, I
We
did.
never learned.
I learned like 2 of them.
What'd you do?
What is a
Bro,
cadence?
I
Like
had
a
to
words of
fucking-
motivation?
We was running, bro.
So you start running. Do you guys remember the commands of running a
I
formation?
do. Yeah,
The
I do.
commands. Of running for
All right,
Platoon.
hit me. Wait. I want to see if he actually knows.
You guys want?
He went to corporal's course. He would know.
You guys want to straighten up? You guys want to straighten up?
It's double time.
I'm one of
bro.
those guys that's like, all right, let's straighten up then. Like,
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. You can say that, but like, there was there was another word for it, bro. You pretty much just say covering a line, like covering a line.
No, that's some fancy drill shit. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. Don't cover in a line. Get that out of here.
Covering a line.
Actually,
bro.
covering a line was a PT move.
Yeah, covering a line, bro.
Holy shit! You just unlocked the core memory. Wow. Yeah, covering a line. A lot of shitty memories with that one.
Hey, did any of you guys? Do you guys have like a camera or anything? I've seen like some.
I'm the
cool-
camera guy.
Yeah, he's always been the camera guy. But did you guys ever like record?
No,
anything?
I had a
I've
phone.
seen, like-
I had a phone that I took pictures with and made videos with,
What?
but that phone's fucking gone.
This disappeared.
It's just gone.
Dude.
I have no idea where
that
it is.
sucks.
Do you guys remember when I was fucking with Fruity Loops back in Okinawa?
Fruity.
Oh,
Loops.
the beat maker program.
Remember, we got the Okinawan Dream song.
Yeah, bro. That shit was fun.
I was making fucking
Dude,
beats,
I
dude.
like that song. Here
shit
in
was fun, bro.
Okinawa, we be living
We're always
the
creating,
dream.
dude. We're always
another
creating.
day.
Create.
Hey, Jason.
That shit was
will
fun,
you
bro.
mess with my little plugin? I don't hear
Oh
myself.
yeah, here. Tell me what to do.
Hello, testing.
We got
There we go.
music?
I hear myself right there,
You
better.
got music?
Good.
Where's this music coming from?
Oh hey, no here, Chapman. Let's put it onto the Bluetooth. Let's get some Bluetooth going.
Dude, let's listen to Okinawa Dream.
Just leave that. Leave that. Actually, leave it like that.
Dude, let's listen to Okinawa Dream. Let's
You're,
throw it
Oh,
there in Okinawa.
all right,
I'm a little embarrassed.
no, dude. That's just who we were in that moment.
Dude, I love that shit. I show my friend. I used to show my friends all the time. I would literally play for them. Like, dude, this is great.
Oh, he really fucking have it on his phone and shit too.
Wait.
Do you remember who all was on that song, bro?
No, what we be living the dream.
Oh wait. Let me. And this is an original beat. So what? Like, damn, I was making this shit on the bus routes to other bases, dude. What's this? Roadcaster Pro connecting.
This Percy P.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
Morning. Showing you how to live that Okinawa dream. Let's get it.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows
Percy, I missed that fucking.
Let's set my headphones. Let's set my headphones.
Fucking asshole,
do it
bro.
all night when the sun goes down.
Pour another drink up.
Let's turn up. Everybody in this club get fucked up. Stop. Block.
another drink up.
Burn that booty in the ground.
That booty. That booty. Bro, this beat slaps.
Honestly, I enjoy listening to this shit. It's funny.
I was inspired by Cataracts a lot.
Yes, I am the one whom they call DJ T. The one who's asleep making these sweet beats. I settled with my life when I was just 18. Sent overseas, not knowing what to do. Staff and CEOs got me running too. To the barracks, never mind, get back to the shop.
Yo, Color Honcho, do you mind if I hop?
On in.
You remember the Honchos? Honcho system?
You're right.
Hey,
I'll stick to what I know.
you remember Honchos? His ass never paid for a Honcho.
Bro, I would never pay for that.
He always
Never
would
paid for
linger.
shit.
Yeah.
He'd linger around like, bro, got jump
He
in.
never paid for shit. He never
broke,
paid
bro.
for
He was
shit.
such a budget, like never.
Bro, I was always
You
broke.
never paid for shit, dude.
Shit would get in the way of my beer fund.
But it seems we already did
Important
everything.
shit.
Martial arts, snorkeling, deep sea diving. I've done 3 times, but I keep on trying. Person PJT and Mr. Man. I had 6 shots and I can't even stand. Stumbled to the barracks, crawled
You got
up
the
the
best
stairs.
verse.
Vomit in my sink and I don't even care. Cause Okinawa is an alcohol center. 70 degrees, I thought it was winter. Beer pong, flip cup, even case stands. Same America, it's a brand new land. So when you think about the Okinawa dream, just know we drink.
We did drink a lot of shit. We drank a fuck ton.
Bro, you know what song this remind me of? You ever heard that I Love College song, bro?
I love college, dude. That is the Okinawa version of I love college, dude.
Like some Mac Miller or something. Like,
Bro, you.
I love drinking.
Oh, yeah, kind of like that.
Dude, you know what I'm talking
What
about?
was the other one? Oh, we
Mac
did
Miller.
a few songs together,
I
dude.
think we did 2, bro.
The other one, fuck it,
Yeah,
I
fuck
ain't
it.
going
Oh,
back
that was.
for the good
Did you guys get in
times.
trouble for that one?
Oh, that shit
Marine Corps
went-
Paradise.
Oh, so then we did
I
three,
did Marine Corps.
bro.
No, you didn't do Marine Corps Paradise. It was I think it was just me and Harris.
That's the one you got in trouble
Nah,
for
bro.
MG.
No, I was on the one with Harris.
Yeah, I ain't got enough ceremony headphones.
Yeah, I was on the one with Harris.
Stand right at it.
Isaiah,
I was on all
Isaiah
three
ain't
of
got
them,
enough
bro.
ceremony
Let's
headphones.
just keep making shit together, dude. We're doing it right now, I guess.
Fuck it, why not, bro?
Isaiah.
This is the next level of that.
My
We're
boy.
doing it right
This is
now.
what-
Yeah,
Wanna hit this? This is Jason's
Yeah,
vape.
dude. Creative brothers, bro. We always been.
I'm down,
My
bro.
boy, dude.
Always been creative,
yeah,
though,
champion,
for real.
of course.
Bro, you're creative who joined the Marines and so am I.
Bro, you know my mind is always fucking racing on
That's
some
why we're
crazy
talking in
ass
quantum.
shit.
We go quantum, dude.
Dude, yeah, I heard you writing a book right now too.
Yeah, I am.
Oh shit! What's the premise?
Isaiah would love this shit. You gotta say that shit to him.
The premise of it right now is because it's pretty much. What
Hey,
it
tilt
is
that
is
mic.
I like,
Tilt that mic towards your mouth. You just angle it, point it, and then point. Then tilt. You can swivel that shit. You know what I'm saying? No, like this.
Oh, okay.
That I feel like it's gonna point towards your mouth a little better. Sorry.
But like you ever watch like an isekai type anime, you know, where it's
Oh,
like
hell
they,
yeah.
they die and get reincarnated in another world type shit.
Yeah. What's your
It-
favorite one? What's some? Okay, is that what your story is?
It's something like that.
Oh shit! So do you have like some like isekai that you have like inspiration from? I've seen
I
a lot of anime.
Actually, I didn't take my inspiration from isekais. I took my
shit.
inspirations from the older school animes, like you know, like Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho,
yeah.
shit like that. You know,
Like
where it's
Yu Yu
really
Hakusho.
combat
Come on, maybe a
oriented.
little Bleach, bro. They got some
Yu Yu
drip or
Hakusho,
what?
little-
And stuff where it was
man.
like really combat oriented animes, you know. So that's what I was going for with my book. The book right now is titled Soul of a Stray. That's probably going to change though. I was thinking about changing the
That kind of
name.
goes hard a little though. I don't know much about
that kind of goes hard a little though. That's not enough.
I'll be down here with
Yeah.
Jerry.
I
Well,
like
I don't
it.
know.
That
I don't
sounds
know,
good.
I don't know
But
shit.
This is the thing. Are you making the title? Have you wrote the whole thing yet?
Yeah, I finished writing
You
it all.
finished it?
Yeah, I finished writing it
Oh.
all, but I'm still doing all the edits and shit for it right now.
All right, give me what's it called again?
Soul of a Stray.
Soul of a Stray.
That- I
All right,
like that.
Give me the log line.
Yeah.
The synopsis.
Yeah, what would you like describe? Like a quick little like just to get us interested.
Phil-
Like you know when you're on
Actually,
Crunchyroll
I
and
don't
you look
even
at the
have-
description.
I don't even have to try and guess because see, I got
it's
it
just-
printed
he
out.
literally
on my
has it
phone.
with him. Yeah,
I have a description on my phone. I'm gonna just pull it up and read it because I ain't that smart.
Oh, bro, if you were stuck in the stop, don't do this. Don't do this. You were stuck in the elevator with a fucking investor who could make this fucking shit happen into.
Oh, that's
whatever.
easy, bro.
What are you telling them this shit? Okay, tell me what's your project about? I'm interested. I think you're a cool guy. What's your project
What's my
about?
project about? It's pretty much about African American male grew up in South Central LA, but you know
Diversity, I like it.
He ends up because there's not really any animes that are based off American characters, you know. Especially, you know, somebody that's black from LA, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why I
Wait.
wanted to go along with something different like
This
that.
is an anime genre.
Well, I wanted to eventually be able to become an anime. You
This is
know,
like
that's
light novel
it's an isekai
stage?
style, you know, but it's pretty much it's a novel. It's an isekai style because of the type of story that it is, you know. So and the isekais are animes.
I'm not sure what the he's an anime. What is that?
It's animes or mangas, you know. It just means, you know, like the reincarnation stories, pretty much.
Jeez.
Like you don't really see those in anything else like
That should
that.
mean isekai specifically means reincarnation stories, or
Yeah,
is
they
it
pretty-
tied to Japanese?
I think it's
culture,
like-
reincarnation.
The description is like it's like a do over kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's you start again. A lot of like that genre is a lot of like travel to like another world. Like you go to different dimensions.
You keep
your
like you die
consciousness.
and
Yeah,
Yeah,
reincarnate.
you keep your consciousness, but you travel to another world, pretty much.
Oh shit! Okay.
Hey, will you fit
So-
your thing one more time?
And so the way that the reason you don't want to establish it a genre is because you kind of want to give it anime, but anime is only one given because it's the only genre that tackles
But you
complicated topics like that. Kind of.
you kind of
Yeah.
you kind of want.
So it's the only one you can envision like that. Really.
Yeah, that's the only way I could actually see it
Yeah.
because I couldn't see it being made with real people. You know, like real actors playing these roles of these characters. I couldn't
So
imagine that,
actions.
bro.
As you're making this, what do you envision? Are you seeing pictures of characters?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Are they like anime style?
Fuck yeah, bro.
You see the whole anime play out?
Bro, I see this shit play out in my head, bro, and then I'll be like, "This is what's happening," you know. And I start writing the shit, bro. This is what's going on.
okay.
bro.
You got to grow up now and know what's going on, right?
What?
You don't.
wait,
Everyone's thinking through saying what today, dude. So your isekai anime, it's based on African American male who lives in LA, and then
No, he doesn't. he was born in L.A., right? You know, and as he was, you know, going through life, you know, he ends up dying. He gets, you know, shot, killed in a drive-by, whatever. You know, and then when
I actually read the beginning of this, and this I saw. As I was reading it,
you read it, bro.
I read it, but it felt like I was watching an anime.
Yeah,
I didn't read the whole thing because I ended up getting busy because preparing for this.
They were all just watching.
Dude, I want to read this shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. I have it. I'll send it to you.
Nice.
No, that's good.
That's the unedited first 12 episodes.
So I saw that he died. He woke up. He wakes up from this. And you know what? I was wondering, where's he go at the beginning? I was like, what's going on? Is like gunshots going on? Like, the scene got painted really cool. Of like, you're instantly in the action. I like it when you just put us in the action right away.
So pretty much what happened later on in the story, it actually explains what all happened right before he died. You know, like that's in the third part of the book. So it's all sectioned off. I have 3 parts in the first book. Part 1 is what I'm going to have is free, the first 12 episodes. And then part 2, that's 24 episodes. And part 3 is 24 episodes too.
Interesting that's the approach you take. Part 2, 24, you're establishing it. How many episodes are in there before you've created the story?
Well, I'm doing it that way because that's like the standardization that I've seen with animes, you know? It's usually the 12, 13.
So you're already preparing for anime.
Or 24. Well, because that's what I want it to be, you know? Like, that's what I want it to be able to become, so either an anime or a video game.
Is the book more, wouldn't you be behooved more with a script rather than a book?
With the script, yeah. Yeah.
Why are you making a book?
Because, like, I can just see it, you know. I don't know how to put it. Like,
it's easier to actually get it out into reality.
Yeah, you know, like
just to actually make it.
Yeah.
So you can make a script once you have it in a book form.
Exactly.
Just get the story out.
What up, bro?
All right.
How's it going?
Cool.
Like,
you following?
Like, I feel like it's easier to visualize it as a book, and then once it's a book, then I can write the entire script.
Chill, bro. You got the smoke.
But
I got this right here.
some of the parts of the book actually hold the structure of a script, you know, but it's not really a script. It's not a screenplay.
Give me knuckles, bro.
So,
Damn.
Where do you think creativity comes from? Where that imagination of this book,
Fucking
where do you think it comes from?
motherfucker.
curiosity.
It's an interesting thing. You hear what I asked him?
Would you
Imagination. So
read
he's sitting here writing a book,
that's
seeing
what
a
we're
story
talking
in his head, and he's writing it out. And I said, where do you think that comes from? And he says, curiosity.
Whoa, curiosity for the.
I don't really like that
inspiration.
answer.
You don't like it?
I don't like it, dude. It seems like
It's because
It's
too
different.
vague, dude.
it's because I wonder what I want to happen next.
But you're seeing stuff happen. Where's that image coming
Because
from?
it's like
external.
It's like when I read what I just wrote, then I see something else happen next, you know, and then I'm excited, like, hell yeah, this will happen next. You know what I mean? Like,
Whoa, so you're kind of like.
it's like I'm experiencing it as I'm writing it, bro. Like I'm seeing it, visualizing it, but like it don't all just come at once. Like it's in parts, you know. Like I'll see like one scene play out, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'll write that scene, and I'll read through that scene, and right after that, then I see what happens next, and I'll write that too, you know. And then I'll read through it again.
We used to all have imagination like this, I think, at one point when we played as kids.
Yeah, but guess what? Growing up is a choice. It's getting older that's not.
What is it that you lose
What is it that you lose?
when you lose that ability to imagine?
Is it
what we
free
used
time?
to?
Is it
Like
free
the
time?
amount of time you have.
I see what you're saying. You're saying that when you have a space of time that you don't have to do anything, you get to start thinking and imagining.
Yeah, like when you're just.
So is
sitting
it a
alone,
luxury?
It kind of feels almost like a luxury.
But no. I don't think so because I think about all the shitty times in boot camp.
Well, like, it could definitely
training,
be considered
or
a
any
curse,
time in the
too.
Marine Corps when your life sucks, and you imagine shit to get yourself out. Yeah. Dude, do you all remember when you would wake up and you were dreaming of home and you wake up and you're like, oh my fucking God, I'm still here.
Bro, I gotta tell you about this shit fucking Padro told me one time. Shit, we was in the room. This was me and Chapman was roommates at the time. And Padro came in there, you know, he had his Heineken in his hand. We was all drinking and shit. And he was like, bro, what if we all woke up tomorrow and we were still in fucking boot camp and all this shit has just been a fucking dream so far? I was like, that is fucked up, bro.
Hey, bro, it's your turn for Firewatch.
Yeah, you know, like you get woke up and fucking Firewatch in the middle of the night, bro. All this shit has been a dream so far. Like, fuck, you got to do all this shit over.
You need help?
I think I'm good.
Is it good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You just tell me.
Well, you just fucked it up, actually.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry.
Testing. Hello.
Like, hold on, I can't hear shit.
Leave it right there.
There we go.
Turn it up.
Sorry
Turn
to
it up.
interrupt
It's all
like
good.
that.
Turn it up.
But you know what I'm talking about? Did you, aside from like the imagine waking up, did you ever actually wake up from a dream where you thought you were like home?
No, not.
And you
not
woke
with
up
him,
and were
no.
like, oh, I'm still in this
not
shitty
with
place.
him. No, I not with him ever. I was never waking up thinking I'm gonna like check him, whoever this guy is, and it was.
Wait, so you never dreamed of like when you were in boot camp or anything? You never dreamed of home with your fucking mom?
Not
and
too
your
many
dad?
times. Not too many times, but yeah, I guess.
Chapman, how was combat training for you, dude?
Shitty.
He's like a fucking cakewalk, bro.
It's just like
I'm a
camping on
fucking
the res.
athlete.
Chapman was probably a good ass hiker, I bet.
I was always good.
Hunter, dude, hunter. Always out there hunting on his land.
I know. I'm a
people's
bad
land.
guy. Yeah, I'm a bad.
Is it
guy.
your land or your people's land, or is there a difference?
It's all my land.
That's just fucking mine, bro. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you heard. It's mine.
That's hell of a
You-
Chapman, dude. Oh my god, bro. Did you see?
You guys should come see how close it is with all of us and everything. Keep
Bro, I like it up there. I had
and then
so
fucking
much fun.
Just keep it going.
Dude, I had so
I'm
much
gonna have
fun.
to
Every
go
time
up
I
there
go
one
up there,
time.
dude.
Terry hasn't been there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
You've
to
been
go
there.
up there.
I've
one
been
time.
there. I've been there. Yeah, and I enjoyed it, dude. I felt so welcome with your family and everything. Is in this casino. It was my first time gambling. Was up
We
there
went there
on the
for the
res.
fights, right?
The fights, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Herb Dean for the first time. I gambled for the first time. Remember, I almost didn't get in because I had my old license, the expired one. I think I just turned 18, and I had the wrong one, or was like, I need to get my new one. And they were like, "Oh, I don't know if you can come in here."
Wasn't there like someone? Didn't Chapman like pass out or something?
Yeah, he passed out. We went to the room,
And then you passed
and I
out.
fucking passed out too, dude. And I was pissed, bro. I did not want to fall asleep. Cause you came to the room and you were knocking, trying to wake us up, but both of us were just gone.
That reminds me of an instance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What? What does it remind you of? Anything in particular? We're trying to wake your ass up with pounding door.
Just staying up my.
Sorry, he's neurodivergent.
Just staying up my nigga.
Hey, I choose to that.
Bro,
Choose.
we are live. We are live.
Hey,
This
Staying
is
up my
broadcasted
nigga.
all over the
Staying-
internet
staying
right
up
now,
my
bro,
nigga.
as we
hey,
speak.
Travis.
And he doesn't
Hey,
even
you need
know.
beer?
Not-
Let's see, dude. The best thing that could happen is people get outraged, just goes viral, and I become famous as fuck.
Are you done with this?
We'll deal with the hate when it comes, whatever. Like at least people know who we are.
Hey, Chapman.
bro, if it actually
Jojo.
comes to the point where you
You'll be
actually
right
get fucking famous and then
She
like
wants some more.
we start getting famous or something, bro, I'd be so fucking pissed. I'd be like, man, I'm tired of these fucking people taking pictures of me, damn it.
No, then
you
this
need
is
to leave
what-
me alone.
Bro, no, this is what you
Imagine how
start
good that would be
talking
for your
about.
book, though. You just be like, hey.
Yeah, that'd be
No, you do need to actually start making more shit. That's true. You're a
No,
fucking
actually-
ghost online.
Yeah, I know, but I actually do have a plan to make more shit. I have a list on my phone. It's 14 projects that I have planned so far.
Okay, that seems like nothing's gonna happen then.
No.
14 fucking projects?
The first project was Soul of a Stray, and I already completed that, so I can start working on my next one. All I got left to do with this one is just the edits and how many images I want to have inside the book and stuff.
This is what's
Build
different. You
my
know what? I'm
website
sorry.
for my author's website and shit like that.
Let me apologize. Because obviously, instantly, the first thing I wanted to do is dismiss you as that, like, 14 projects, you're not going to get that done.
Well, it's
That's
not
what
like,
I want to believe at first.
It's not like it's all happening tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
This is as time progresses, you know.
But this is the thing. For some reason, I wanted to believe. You've never had this kind of fire under your ass before, so I wanted to be like 14 projects. That's a bit of a reach, but that you've already finished. Soul of a
already
Stray.
finished Soul of
You've
a
already
Stray.
finished Soul of a Stray. So now I'm like, holy shit! Wait, why am I talking shit? You are actually going to work.
Yeah,
it sounds
bro.
like you're working harder now than you've ever had.
I am, bro.
Why? How? What the fuck?
Because I'm motivated. I feel like this is something that I enjoy doing, and I realize that I can fucking do it, bro. All I got to do is do it, bro.
We put
It's
some
that
effort
fucking
in.
simple. All I got to do is do it, bro, and it's done. Like it's that fucking easy, bro.
Dude, you know a bit of quantum physics. I know we talk
Yeah, a
a
little
lot
bit.
about quantum physics, and the thing is, I don't know if you feel this way, but sometimes I feel like, holy shit, everything is just about. We got sun energy. We got sun energy in us. You know, we're borrowing energy as we're going through this state of entropy, as we're going to lose it and decay.
Me and
out
Isaiah, we're not talking about it. We're all just chilling.
What about me and Terry? What are we doing?
We're talking about entropy over here. That's what we're doing.
You guys better grow up then.
What?
Yeah, you fucking losers. You don't know about entropy?
Fucking nerds.
You know what I'm saying. But Terry understands. Terry knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, be quiet. Yeah, be quiet.
Yeah, bro. I'm always researching different scientific.
Hey, careful with that cord. Don't bend it against the
scientific topics and shit like that.
Can you help him out? Don't bend that cord, dude. Try not to kink it.
I'm not
Yeah, just make sure it don't kink, because I only got a few. Obviously, I'm running on some ghetto stuff here right now.
I got a couple.
Yeah, look, hey, everybody, I just want you to take a look at all these nice mics. I don't even got a fucking dead cat. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing on this thing.
You don't need a dead cat. I put the dead cat on, it muffles. I did a test.
Okay.
That's better.
Never mind. Audience, I apologize.
This is noise canceling. It's gonna make your voice sound good, and hearing you sound good.
No, you sound terrible anyway, bro. So,
Yeah, I mean,
dude, honestly, I just
generally your voice,
Yeah,
but the microphone's not the blame.
Yeah, dude, I know, bro. I grew up on Xbox, bro. I was getting roasted
You should hear
24/7, bro.
Isaiah was
roasted
you
on
know,
Xbox.
Bro, I
Isaiah's
was that fucking squeaker. I was the fucking squeaker.
He's like Bane, bro. Of like, I was born in the darkness. He was born in the hate of Xbox, like the hate of Xbox chat. He can trigger and troll people online better than anybody I've ever heard. He's just like, oh yeah, boy,
Bro, I gotta start having you in my party and shit. Cause people always talking shit about me. I need backup.
Dude, no, I swear, bro. And
he's a demon.
dude, no, he thinks I'm good. I have, dude, shout out to Kevin and Eric. Bro,
taught you everything?
those guys are the fucking roast masters, dude. I'm scared to get roasted by them. Like, I hope that I don't get in this situation, because they will fucking get you. And they're so creative with that shit, dude. I don't even know where it comes from. Like, I want some of that to, like, so I can roast other people. So when we play Rainbow Six Siege and stuff, oh, dude, I'm so thankful that they're just talking shit to everyone else.
Oh my god, yeah, they're just a fucking.
They're like a weapon, bro. They're like a weapon. You literally just send them out there and they got it.
Oh, here, trade me.
Hey, but it's a tactic too. You know, it's what do you call it?
It's like psychological warfare.
Yeah, you know, you throw them off balance with what you say, and it makes them play less good than they actually are. You know,
It reminds me of Conor McGregor.
It fucks them up. Yeah, that's what he does, bro. Like
It's
shit,
his
that's
thing,
something
yeah.
he really does. You know, that's something I've done a few times in my life too. But I don't like conflict. I don't like conflict. You know.
Hey, I told you guys
of
the
course
rage
you've never
bait
seen
story.
it, bro. All you do is fucking just
Yeah,
fucking. I hurt people.
You never did that.
Hurt
Crave
people.
violence.
You never
It's
did
like
that.
like I was
You
saying
never did
earlier,
that.
dude just survives and thrives
You
off
never did that.
adrenaline, bro.
You never
Just
did that. You never did that. You never
No,
did that.
I just told him about our last podcast where we took our boxing break when we went outside.
Oh my gosh, I just like martial arts.
Dude, yeah. But yeah, I was telling him, I was like, you rage baited me a little bit, I think. And I was like,
Well, actually, when I reviewed that podcast, I watched it again because I edited it, and I was like, you said some things, but you were joking, and I took it as more challenging.
yeah.
That's what happened. He's like, "Oh,
was-
we can put the gloves on," like joking.
I was like,
and
I got my
"Let's
gloves.
do it," or
Hey,
something.
I got him again if we need to settle anything.
But you know, yeah, but, yeah.
Dude, no, it was fun.
Crazy.
It was fun, dude. It's not like I died.
this fucking guy's always down. He's like, "Oh, you want to fight? Okay, let's go."
Dude,
Dude, at least we had boxing gloves, so at the end of the night, we came back in and continued. So it was like none of us were hurt.
Bro, it's like I told you. If he ever says put on the gloves, you gotta catch him while he putting them on. Don't let him put them on all the way. Catch him while he putting them on. Shit,
I
fuck
never
it.
do
You know.
that. I never do that, dude. I never do that to you. I never do that to you.
No, you don't.
Wait, have you guys fought? Well, you two?
What? No, bro.
You
this-
Chapman and Turner?
Oh no, them two, no.
No, I mean, we've had confrontations.
Yeah, like, well, I guess we've all had confrontations with each
I
other.
don't remember
you know?
our confrontation. Oh,
Bro, last time I was
that
there,
was the
bro.
only one we've had.
Yeah, that was the only one we
Only
had.
one, not even the Marine Corps ever.
Yeah, no, that was the only one we had.
Wow.
Me and Chapman have had one too.
Really?
But only one.
I don't know that. What is that? Tell me.
I was telling y'all earlier.
I didn't hear.
When
What?
they was trying to get me to go out into town when we was in Okie, and I wasn't trying to go. I was like, no, I'm chilling. Leave me the fuck alone. And then Chapman tried to fucking snatch me out of my fucking rack to get me to go out in the town with him. I was like, nah, bro, you grabbed me out this rack and I'm gonna fire on you, bro. Leave me alone. And he's tried to snatch me out my rack. So I started hitting his ass and started hitting me back. And Padro was there, he breaking us up and shit.
No.
I was like, what the fuck? I told him, like, shit, he the fucking one still did it. Like, I wasn't gonna fucking do it. You know?
And what happened to him? What did he do after that? Was he like hurt?
Well,
bothered?
after that, it was like, you know, we kind of settled it. I was like, all right, I did overreact a little bit, you know, like I'll let you, like, you can hit me. I'll let you hit me.
Oh, you felt bad.
Yeah, like I was like, that was fucked up. I should have fucking reacted that way, you know.
He let me in.
Terry had a moment,
bro. I'm a big old softy, bro.
Yeah, you know,
I'm a big old softy,
but you
bro.
usually, I know you
That's
do.
my nigga,
obviously,
bro.
I've seen you mad.
That's my nigga too. My nigga right there too.
We don't have to edit him. Like, do we have like beeps? Like,
we gotta just.
We got the raw, unadulterated version.
This is
like
thing,
people gonna be looking at me like, you really just let this nigga sit next to you and say nigga? Like,
bro, let's explain this.
he is my nigga though.
Explain it.
I'm just saying though, like,
Bro, that's it, dude. Explain that shit. That feeling.
Yeah.
It was being in the green, dude. It's
you know,
the thing,
like,
something like where you just know there's.
like we was out there in the dirt together, bro. We was out there in the shit together, bro.
Dude,
like,
no, dude, you know what I always think? Like literally, I feel like life is so like a fuck it mindset during that time because it's like fuck it, we're all going to this helicopter. This is going to crash. Fuck it, we're all gonna die.
we're all gonna die together, bro. Like,
yeah, there's just like this fuck it mentality and this immortality mindset you get into of just fuck it. It's
bro,
just us. It's just us.
that shit lasted a little bit longer than the time I was in though. That was the problem.
He got out and he's like, I'm invincible.
Well, it ain't really like you walking around like you invincible. It's just you kind of feel like you a badass a little bit. You don't really think you a badass, but you like, shit, I'm the shit. What the fuck you mean? Like,
Ego.
yeah, you know, like
Marines are great at building ego. 'Cause
Yeah.
they destroy you and then they build you up to think that you're the baddest motherfucker on the world. Like,
yeah, bro, you have it bad.
no, not anymore. I got my ass kicked a lot. I know I'm not the baddest motherfucker. There's a lot of dudes that kick my ass.
Hey, bro.
A lot. Majority of fighters.
Hey, bro, at least you know for any of us to beat you, we'd have to jump you in this room right now. So
I don't know. I don't think you got it there, especially what you got. This guy helping you.
I told you he gonna be the distraction, bro. He's gonna be the one to take the first hit while we get you.
I just gotta get not leg kicked, bro. If I protect my legs,
No, the thing is, if you got ferocious, I just think I get more ferocious.
I'd be able
Bro,
dude, we'll see Chapman. He'll
would
bite
you
you,
really
bro.
take it that
I'd be
far
able-
with
I'd
us,
be
bro?
able-
No.
Like,
We're just we're
really,
talking theoretically.
Like,
No, I
I
wouldn't.
feel like if we really got in a brawl, bro, we'd physically hurt each other, but we wouldn't actually hurt each other. You know,
Yeah,
it'd
I'm
be
not
like on some shit like,
I just
I'm gonna
choked you,
get you
dude.
to stop, bro. Like,
It's
you're
just-
gonna stop. You know, like it'd be on some shit like that, but it would be like, I'm trying to break you, and you're gonna be fucking paralyzed for the rest of your life.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
type
Some
shit.
Bane
You know,
shit,
like,
yeah.
Stack your
because he
finger
could
in the eyeball.
definitely do some shit like that to somebody. Fucking
He just choke us for a little. He just choke us for a little too long, and
He just snaps your neck. Just
What?
he's a kind guy now, dude. Hey, I told you guys earlier. When he came back from the Marines, when he was fresh out, he was a little different.
Dude, right when I got to my unit, in a CLB1 Camp Pendleton, I was promoted corporal. They didn't know. They don't know Lance Corporal Turner. I'm a Corporal Turner, and I had my shit, but I didn't want to be that fucking pussy ass page 11 fucking Marine Corps. I was so sick of that shit. You guys were sick of that shit too, weren't you?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I didn't get none.
But weren't you sick of everybody threatening
Yeah,
with
fam.
fucking paperwork for every damn
Yeah, bro,
problem?
they did that all the time.
And
bro.
I was like, I showed up to the unit, dude, and I was like, I'm not about fucking all this bullshit paperwork. You got a problem? You bring it up with me. We'll go take care of it behind the quad cons. And like, I'm like, that's how I want to run shit. And you guys have a problem with that? And they're like, no, corporal.
Bro, what the fuck were they supposed
And they
to
liked
say?
it. They liked it though. So a bunch of the boots were like, dude, I love that you did that. Honestly,
What were they supposed to say to that?
But honestly, yeah.
honestly, like shit. He said,
no
"Run them
corporal.
hands, bro." Like, shit, like, like, yeah, all right, I guess we're gonna have to run them hands.
Dude,
We got a problem. I ain't got no problems right now.
When Boots fucked up, dude, I think I was a scary corporal, bro. I think I was a scary
They're like,
corporal.
Corporal Turner's coming.
I showed up at their door, dude. I was pissed. 'cause
Oh, shit,
I
for
got
real?
in trouble. Motherfuckers would show up to formation. Sergeants would get in trouble. I would get in trouble. And they're like, why the fuck isn't he here? And these fuckers are getting NJP and they don't give a fuck anymore. And I'm getting yelled at and it pisses me off. And I show up at their door. Doof, doof, doof. And they open. I just fucking smack their asses. What the fuck is that? What is going on with you?
Don't be mean.
Get your fucking shit on. Fucking shove their asses. What are you gonna do? Like, I'm gonna overpower your ass. I'm pissed.
Fuck you
Bro,
up.
I wouldn't open the door for you, bro. You gotta break mine down. Like, I'm gonna look through the little peephole, like, he's standing right there, bro. Like, no. I'm gonna look at you through
Nobody's
the window,
home.
like, nah, man,
I'm
peace,
outta
bro.
there.
Like, nah, we don't want no problems here.
I'm out of there.
I'm already getting out, bro. Just leave me alone.
Oh my god, would you though?
Like, shit, I'm checking out, bro. That's why I'm not in formation, man. What you mad for?
Yeah, you're right. That is totally right, dude. I didn't have a good perception on leadership either. I didn't read no books. I didn't know. My leadership
Jocko
idea
wasn't in you yet.
Bro, honestly, I feel like when it came to the leadership in the Marine Corps, you had
Hey, give me some knuckles.
you had to figure out who were the good leaders
Chapman,
and
don't
take
leave
the
me.
good parts from them that you thought were good. And even with the bad leaders, some of them still had good parts about them. They just didn't express them enough.
And so, what were those traits for you?
Well, what were those traits for me?
Who were good leaders, and what did they do to you?
Like, for example,
Fix it.
hell, you mentioned
I
him.
fixed it.
You mentioned him yesterday. Was it Lieutenant Jones? He was a good leader. Sergeant Soto, he was a good leader.
What? Okay, let's just take those. two.
Soto,
What
I've
was-
heard some stories about Soto. So.
Sergeant Soto liked me.
Like,
Soto were cool.
I
Is that the one you let down?
I just
pink guy?
liked how
That's a Chapman story.
how they conducted themselves. You know, like they didn't really expect you to do nothing that they that they wasn't already doing.
They led
you know?
by example.
Exactly. You know, like they wasn't gonna tell you to do something that they wasn't gonna do too. Like if they was gonna blast you and have you sitting there doing fucking push-ups or shit, guess what? They sitting there doing them push-ups with you and being like push, you know, and shit like that. You
That's
know,
literally what made hazing legal. Like, you had to do it first.
you gotta do it with them.
Yeah.
But I had respect for that. It's like, all right, you gonna do it too? Hell yeah, I ain't got no problem doing it. Shit.
You're like, all right, fuck it, let's do it,
leading.
yeah.
That's leading. I'm down, bro. I'll follow you anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You riding too, I'm riding with you, bro. It's whatever, you know? People that lead like that, because it's different. It's not like you feel forced to follow that leader. You choose to follow him at that point after, you know?
Okay.
It's like, okay, he down to do this same shit that he telling me to do. Okay, he a leader worth fucking following because at least he gonna do the shit that he just said to do, you know? Like,
Definitely more respectable.
Yeah.
If I feel like I could be like, okay, like we're in this shit together now. Like, you know?
They show you that it's possible.
well, I guess that's probably a part of it, but
It's like, look, it's like a shaman, dude. Shamans take a little bit of the edible of the psychedelic as well. When they do it with psychedelic rituals,
fucking witch doctors.
they
and
take
shit.
a little bit so that you know when you're tripping, going, I'm scared. They go, hey, I took it too. I'm calm.
Hey,
You
give me some
don't have to
knuckles,
freak
though.
out. You're not
Give me knuckles
poisoned.
this
I'm
time.
not freaking
Alright.
out.
I'm not down, bro.
Yeah, would you want to do psychedelics, DMT, ayahuasca experience?
Man, at this point, I'm scared, bro. I don't want to know what my mind gonna make me see. It'd be too much going
Are you
through
scared
here
of
now.
alternate dimensions?
Dude, but
No, I'm scared of me. I'll be
Dude, but-
scared of me, bro. I'll be like,
bro, Terry,
I need to sit down somewhere.
Think about all the creativity though.
playing.
All
Yeah,
the
I'm
dormant
playing, I'm
creativity
playing.
you could have on some different channels if you were like just explored it a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like what if you freaking just tripped a little bit and you did something and you know just all of a sudden your stories got that much better.
No,
you
it
chose a
inspires
different-
creativity. What if you get inspired?
Well,
to
no,
your
I do
creativity?
believe that's the thing. Like for example,
I keep
when I was younger and I actually did smoke weed a lot and shit like that. I felt like it did help me when it came to me like writing raps and shit like that and writing. Because it would always keep my mind going and going and going, always thinking and thinking and thinking. Because I didn't like smoking like indicas. I would smoke sativas, and you know, sativas give you that head high. And my shit would just be fucking racing, you know, always thinking about something.
Sparking synapses.
Yeah.
It does.
So-
you want completely freaking random synapses connects to neurons, and then neural pathways. It just fucking goes on and on. That's how weed works. Makes you just a neural pathway keeps going. You're thinking about this in the universe, and bro, whoa, peace, love in the universe. Is that what happened to you,
bro? I'm just agree. Yeah.
Well, you're talking about that you're taking this and that the sativa gave you the head height, so you're going on these mental fucking
they were
rabbit holes.
They were mental journeys, bro. They were mental journeys, bro.
Into specific topics.
No, bro. Sometimes it would start with one topic and then it jumped to another one.
So would you say it made you more creative,
back,
or did it just give you more focus on a specific topic?
Honestly, I think it was a combination between creativity and focus, because I could only when I did it, I could only focus on one thing at a time, but I could have deep focus on it, like a deeper focus than I could have when I was sober. You know.
So if they said if you had a psychedelic experience, if you do the psychedelic experience, you'll have more creativity and more thoughts that you never would have thought of without it, would you do it?
Depends on the psychedelic, bro. There's some crazy shit out there.
Where's your filter?
Where's my filter?
Where do you draw the line? Just the line. Where's it at?
I plead the fifth.
It's like PCP.
I will not incriminate myself here. Nah.
Oh, whatever, dude. This is all storytelling. We're doing a skit. The whole thing, dude. This whole thing is all acting.
Yeah, bro. We got a script.
It's actually AI generated.
It's AI generated, bro.
False. AI.
Nah, they'd be able to tell, bro. They know. Nah. But honestly, where I would actually draw the line at with something like that is, I feel like it would. How do I even put it? It got to come from something that comes from the earth, not something that is a combination of things that got put together to make something.
But there's a panspermian
I don't know what that
theory,
is.
panspermia, of that it came from space. Like maybe mushrooms came from space because they can survive.
Everything came from space, bro. We live in space, bro. We're in space right now, bro.
If everything is that, then what the hell's your argument about if it's natural? Everything's natural, bro.
No. I mean synthetic. You know what I mean? Like it instead of it being something that can actually occur naturally,
we had to like put
we had to grab a little bit of something from this and a little bit of something from that and a little bit of something from that and put it together to make this.
Guess what, bro? Guess what, bro? All those things are on the elemental the periodic table. They're all natural.
Guess what, bro? Compounds are not on the periodic table. Elements are.
Oh yeah, elements. But what are you talking about? Compounds, a mixture of making molecules?
Yeah, bro. Like if you
but everything you would take it to the root. Everything's just the electromagnetic force. What the fuck you give a fuck?
Okay, well then
everything's natural, bro.
Natural, bro. Fucking do some crack, bro. You smoke crack, fucking PCP and heroin, bro.
Give it, bro.
Where is it at?
We're all natural.
I've been waiting, bro.
That's solid, dude. Touche.
But dude, I can't think of it like limes and lemons. You know, like limes are more natural. But, well, that's a hard one because lemons are freaking man-made, artificial.
I always thought limes were just young lemons, bro.
Young lemons?
Yeah, bro. That's why they limes instead of lemons, bro. It's the little word for lemon, bro.
It makes sense. I kind of get it because lemons are bigger.
Yeah,
lemons are bigger than limes.
Yeah, limes is baby lemons.
It feels like they could like grow into
like calves.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it could be like
bro, just like that.
Oh, I
don't think that anymore, but once upon a time.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, when I was
look at this derpy.
When I was a little jip back in the day.
How far are you on your beer?
I just gave him a new one. You guys are a beer behind him.
Just having a good time with my.
Let's listen. I think it's time for another song of me and Terry's. You guys want to hear it?
Hold on. Wait, do we take breaks doing this?
Yeah,
we can take breaks. We can do whatever we want.
Hey,
bro.
We take a break, come back, and start with another original.
Hey, you guys want to take a break? Let's go take a break. We'll come back with the fucking great song.
All right,
let him go. Let him go.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Hey, all of us, bro. We're all going together.
I gotta piss, bro.
All right.
I've been.
There's no sound in my headphones.
Bro, that should be the episode name.
Yeah, dude.
Don't stare at my headphones, bro.
Terry, plug into the Matrix.
Let me turn it on.
Plug it in.
Turn mine on.
Sorry, I got it.
You got a crazy bitch.
Actually, this is my family too. So
They also crazy bitches.
But you're not wrong a little bit.
No, I'm fucking
There's no sound in my headphones.
Oh my god. Isaiah,
I'm just
what have you
playing.
learned?
Wait, we're supposed to learn something?
I've been learning today in my lesson at the Turner residence. I have learned that Terry can make some fucking chicken, bro.
Oh
can
my
make some
god,
fucking
yeah, he
chicken.
does, dude.
You actually did make
He actually made
That
some
chicken.
bomb ass fucking.
We gotta
chicken.
give props to Irv
You
though.
did
She
make some
seasoned
good
it.
at. You
Oh,
did
she
make
seasoned
some
it?
good
Irv
at-
seasoned
Oh,
it.
shout out to Irv as well.
Yeah.
But Terry cooked it to perfection.
They both
Honestly,
did that,
I didn't even finish my steak. I went and ate my
I know.
chicken.
The steak, the
Arena
chicken.
and Terry both did that, but they got it going.
Chicken was better than steak.
Chicken
Yeah?
was better than steak.
Don't
Today.
you agree?
That chicken
Yeah,
was
the chicken
good.
was pretty
That
fucking
chicken,
good.
Chicken was fire.
That chicken was fire.
Chicken was pretty
I'll say
fucking
that.
It
That
was
chicken
delicious.
fire.
It was so good, honestly.
Oh wait, I forgot we were supposed to start off this shit coming back with.
Oh,
a
yeah,
song, baby. Let's go.
What's the next one?
I need a beer.
Hey, what
Yeah,
you?
me too.
Hey, what you want? We got Coors over here.
I'm
we got
literally
some
out.
platinums.
I'm gonna take two
Give
of
me
them
the-
plat. Nah,
Yeah.
I don't want
Two?
platinums. I don't want platinums now.
Motherfucker, you told me to buy these.
All right, I'll
Nah,
get two of them
Let's do a
platinums.
wait, what you want? Actually, I'll
Let's
just
do a
fucking-
shot.
Two of them platinums.
You want two platinums for real?
Isaiah, let's do a shot. Let's do a shot.
Oh,
Nah, bro, you didn't do the handshake
Yeah, you don't know about it yet.
Let's do a shot.
I got some platinums.
yet. We
right
will
here.
every time you do the handshake, bro.
Don't let them in on it. We're gonna be finishing everything. The Rockia,
The
Jimmy.
cataracts.
Oh shit! I remember this one,
It's recording now.
it's recording.
bro. You don't remember me being on this one?
Just chilling.
Yeah, I know you're on this one.
Back gotta
Maybe.
call it.
Like, I was doing all three of them.
This is a good ass beat, dude.
Yeah, it
They're
is.
they're all good,
Boys,
bro.
what we gonna
Don't
do
discount that
tonight?
shit.
Gonna drink, gonna fight, risking MVP tonight.
Bad mixing of audios, really bad mixing of audios.
Who's that
Bro,
girl
you were
that
just starting out, bro.
Just fucking making shit. Just making
For
shit.
This type of guy, come on, fuck it, might as well try. Ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but tonight, I'm saying,
Fuck it, I ain't going back here for the good times. Letting go of the past and saying fuck it, we gon' do it right. Here's the memories we're gonna make tonight. Saying fuck it, I ain't going back here for the good times. Letting go of the past and saying fuck it, do it right. Here's the memories we're gonna make.
All right, this is the best part.
Fuck it. Unlike
Versus
yo,
good.
it's my motto. Holla
this
at
is you.
some bitches, but first down me a bottle, a half gallon of Jack, or a fifth of some Crown. Go ahead and sing along, cause I'm digging the sound. JT, Percy P, and Mr. Man getting in JPs. You wanna smoke some weed? Steady saying.
Ballsy, Marine saying that on a public song. That's ballsy, bro. You want to smoke some weed? I think this song is Percy's best fucking performance,
Yeah,
dude.
his best verse.
His shit is good. He's mad in it. He's
Yeah,
mad.
he was pissed. Yeah, the shit that was going on at the time.
Yeah, he's getting fucked.
Saying fuck it. I got my black shades on. I'm trying to think of the words that I could write to say in this song. They call me Percy P. They also call me Fat Sonny. They trying to put me on BCP. I think it's kind of funny. They think I fucking give a shit. Motherfucking hypocrite. Stop. Listen to this gospel I'm about to spit. I lay it down for my town on the ground. You wanna step in the ring with me? You won't be able to make a sound. So
Fuck it, I ain't
Damn, Percy, dude. He's a fucking bad little white boy, honestly.
Hey, for
He
him,
never answered-
for
he
him
never
being
answered me.
the,
He never
the fat
answered me. I
nerdy
always-
dude that he's actually pretty with the shit, bro.
Dude, right? He
Like,
was.
He's
That's what I'm
actually pretty
saying.
fucking down, bro.
He
Like,
was
I know
a
that's your boy.
nerdy-
I know that's your boy. I kept trying to call him that motherfucker, but not answer me either.
He's a
He
nerdy
would
fat
never
white
answer me.
boy.
but he's a fucking
But
pit bull,
he
bro.
is a pit bull in the
He's like
spirit,
fucking
dude.
pit bull,
Motherfucker.
bro.
He was a pit bull. That's the best way to put
He's
it,
a
dude.
badass motherfucker.
He had that
That's what
dog
he
in
is.
him.
Yeah, bro.
You had the dog
Straight
in him. You respect. You get
Wanna
instant
give me
respect,
that?
dude. I gave him. I feel like that
cup?
made me give him instant respect. Like, dude, he's a dog.
Bro, did I tell you about when we first got transferred over to COB4, bro? I guess they was in fucking trouble or some shit, and one of they fucking staff sergeants or gunny was blasting the whole fucking company and shit, right? And he was like, yeah, and then if anybody got something to say about it, and he took his blouse off and was like, we could go over here right now and see what's good.
That's what it is.
And Purcell
That's
was like,
Terry's.
well, fuck it, I guess
That's
it's that
Terry's.
time. He started taking his blouse off. I grabbed you, I was like, bro, we just got here, bro. It is not time for
Purcell
this
did
shit.
that?
Hell yeah, he's about
He's
to
like,
go over
fuck
there.
it, I guess it's that
care, bro. He didn't care, bro.
He's so rowdy,
bro.
He's a rowdy boy.
No, he only get like that when other people think they big and bad, bro.
Yeah.
Then he be like, "Well, I'll show you what some bad is." Like,
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Me and
like,
him,
fuck it.
he got so pissed at me once because we got into like a wrestling match and I pinned him down. Did you see that?
Oh, I was there for that one.
You were there for that
Yeah,
one.
I was there for that one.
And I pinned him down. He got pissed.
Yeah, y'all was about to start fucking fighting, and we had to calm y'all down and shit.
No, dude, he was gonna get mad at me because he couldn't lose.
Well, okay, yeah,
shit.
that's true. But you kind of taunted him too. Bro. You kind of like tried to laugh at him and shit because you won and shit, and was like trying to make him feel some type of way. It's like, bro, you making it worse, bro. Like you're trying to make a fucking fight start. Like, chill, bro.
Dude, I said earlier that you're a rage baiter as well, dude. You'll get him, bro.
You had him already, bro.
Yeah, that was in our barracks room. That was in mine and Chapman's barracks room,
Was
bro.
it there?
When that fucking shit happened, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you was there, Purcell was there, Padro was there, Chapman was there, I was there.
Yeah.
We was in there deep, bro, drinking.
Always drinking.
Fucking, I wasn't there.
Shit, Proof was popping in and out and shit, you
Can you
know?
hand me a beer, please?
Yeah, hey,
You go from the cooler.
You
I
want
want
Coors?
the cold one. Let's probably
dude,
put
you
some
got
cold ones in there.
ones in here?
Put cold ones in there.
Fuck, I just
Wait,
gave,
did we already pour? Oh my god, we're
I just
ready,
gave
huh?
this guy
Did we
two.
drink
We're
one?
primed.
I
We're
gave this
primed.
dude two
we
cold
ready?
beers, bro.
We're primed for a fucking shot.
primed right now.
Let's do
Primed
Terry
right now.
next.
We're primed
I'll
right
do the
now.
finale.
Oh my god,
I'll
we
do the
have
finale
ice in
speech.
here,
You're
bro.
next.
Oh, I gotta give a speech.
Yeah, you're the next toast.
Let me think for a second.
Yeah, you got time. We're getting shit
Alright, we
together.
got cold Budweisers, we got cold Terra
Give me one of
Madres.
those. I haven't had those today. Let me try one.
Terra Madre. Alright, I'm gonna take one of
Chapman
those.
got this in the
That's all
Hagerman.
going good. That's all going good.
Hagerman gas station.
Oh, shout out to Hagerman. Oh, yeah, let me. Does it sound better when I hold it like this? Hey, testing.
It's the same for us.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you sound
It's
terrible.
up
Oh
to
yeah,
you
you're
for
right.
your
I'm the only one that's not hearing my. Okay, so we're chilling.
Wait, how can
I don't
you
even
not?
read these things,
How
right?
can you
Alright.
not hear you, bro?
You need me to adjust this? Here,
It's just
look, ready?
It goes. It's because I keep moving and I pull it. So
Okay, well, is it working?
it's not working currently. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Well, wake
You're a
up.
little- I'm
Wake
left
up.
Bro.
Wake up,
I hear you.
motherfucker.
Like,
Oh
I
yeah.
hear you,
See,
bro.
you guys hear me good?
There?
Yeah.
Nah.
It doesn't change anything.
If I sit here and add pressure,
You guys all
I can
wake
hear
up,
myself.
motherfucker.
Yeah, if I do this, so I can.
Wake
you got
up,
some grip
motherfuckers.
tape. The grip box. What is it? Grip box. Right. Yeah.
I told him, I said, wake up, motherfuckers.
Good morning, Vietnam. Testing. If I do this,
You rolling with me?
Bro, in boot camp, was you in that platoon that had all the black drill instructors, bro?
Right now?
I can hear myself pretty good. Yeah,
Jason,
I hear myself good.
Was you in
Okay,
that
what?
platoon that had all the black drill instructors and shit in Charlie Company?
No.
Oh, okay. Because
I remember.
Cold beers,
so
anybody?
it was only like 2 or 3 black
You got
people in my
some still?
platoon. And those black drill instructors would come across the fucking squad bay in the morning and be like, okay, morning, you know what time it is. You know, just because my name was
Yeah.
Morning and I was a skinny
Those
little
guys.
black dude, you know. It built character, though.
Yeah.
Because at the
You
end
feel
of
like they secretly liked you?
yeah, at the end of boot camp, they all stood in a line and shook my hand one by
nice.
one. It was
How
like,
many
you
you got
made
last
it,
time?
you know, like
Yeah.
you fucking made it. And we was trying to make sure you didn't, but you
Fuck
did
girls.
anyway. You know, you colder than we thought you was.
Ah,
Like,
just with the boys tonight, bro.
we thought you was gonna give up, tap out, and I was like, no, I wasn't
That's-
trying to do that. Like,
See, like you want to like somebody, but they got to earn the respect.
yeah,
In the Marine Corps, anyways,
yeah.
you got to make it.
No, people gotta earn respect anyway. They don't just
Just-
deserve.
Yeah,
all
you're
that
right.
shit,
In general,
you know?
in life,
Like there's a base level of respect I'll have for every human being, you know.
but in the
like,
Marine Corps, you could have a guy who, because in general life, you can just hope prosperity and happiness for people. In the Marine Corps, you don't bless that on people.
oh no,
You don't. You want to break them. You need to draw a filter and say, "I need to get the weak guy out." And I like you, Morning. You're cool, but I need you to fail, and I need you to prove to me that nothing we do is gonna make you quit. And then you got our respect. And that,
I didn't quit, bro.
yeah, and that's
didn't quit, bro.
Dude,
Hell
you guys
yeah.
remember that moment on the getting your Eagle Globe and Acre on top of that mountain?
Yeah, bro. I
Sunrise,
remember.
sunrise, dude. We were on the same one.
Yeah, we were on the same
We
height,
were on
bro.
the same. We were on the same
Surprised,
mountaintop,
sir.
same time.
I'm surprised Terry even got one.
Dude, how was that hike for you? I got lost. I got
coming
lost
at
from my
you.
squad.
Bro, a lot of people
It got
lost.
chaotic.
A lot of people got
That
lost.
shit got
So,
chaos.
What happened with me was there was another guy in my platoon, but when it came to hikes, see, I had problems with going uphill and shit. But he had shin splints so bad he had problems going downhill. And you know, the Reaper, it went like this.
Yeah, yeah.
up to the top.
It gets this weird wavy thing, and it's a bitch.
Yeah, it was
steep.
fucking shitty as fuck.
It is steep. It's a march.
We ended up running into each other, me and this other cat. I still don't even remember his fucking name. We just both knew what each other sucked at and what each other were good at. It's like, because I could run downhill. This shit was nothing to me. But he could fucking pile drive his way uphill. He fucking snatched me up, you know?
Okay.
So,
all right.
So he helped me with the uphill, and I helped him with the downhill. I was pulling his ass downhill, and he was pulling my ass uphill.
Wow.
You know, we helped each other out.
Yang, huh?
So,
Yeah, it's
bro,
just- yeah, it's just
the
how
only
to
fucked
go.
up thing is, I still don't even remember dude's name. I don't even remember dude's name, bro.
In the shit together.
That's a fucked up, because it
None of
wasn't like we
members
kicked
getting
it or talked
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
you know? It's like,
It's like we're getting work done.
yeah, it's boot
grindstone.
camp, bro.
Dude, there's this one time I tried to help a guy who sucked at hiking during those hikes, and he kept falling back, and I went and I picked up his backpack for him a little bit. You ever have somebody do that for you?
Yeah.
They lifted the backpack. What do you feel about that?
Say they're weak. And
When a guy shows up and grabs your backpack and lifts up the load from it, so you can go faster, what do you feel?
I say you're weak, and you gotta grab onto me. You're probably weak.
The weight of the pack wasn't the problem with me, though.
Yeah.
Like, I could carry the weight of the pack. It was my
Well, this
fucking
guy-
feet, bro.
Yeah, so you don't like that, huh?
Well,
You be like, get off my pack?
kind of, but it just depended, bro. It really depended, because I didn't want somebody just fucking carrying my load and doing my job, what I felt I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be here earning this shit, you know?
Ah, that's
Like,
true.
this is me right here.
Yeah,
Like, no.
you're taking the glory.
Yeah, you know how I be saying that shit. I want that shit for the honor and the glory, bro. You know, like shit, fuck it. You know, like shit.
You hit your vape?
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I went and grabbed this kid's pack and lifted it up, and he started bitching at me, "Get the fuck off me! Let the fuck go!" And I got pissed because I'm helping you. I'm putting my own energy to help you. And he was cussing me out. I just dropped it completely, let go, dropped it, and he fucking fell flat on his back, dude.
Thank you.
I always
He
feel a
fell to the
little bit
ground?
bad looking back at that, but he did piss me off.
No, honestly, that's like the most instant karma. Fuck you, bro.
Thank you. All right, I feel better. Yeah.
Like, damn, like you could have just been like, yeah, I don't need help.
All right, hey, we ready for this?
There's no sound in my headphones. There's no sound in my headphones.
Let's hit this. All right.
Turn my mic on. Turn my mic on.
All right, we're now, Terry.
All
Few
right.
words.
I got a few words. You know, through all the good times, bad times, and shitty shit that we done went through, at least we know we still got people we can laugh and smile with at the end of
There's
the
no
day.
sound in my headphones.
So, toast to that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, toast.
I'm
Grab
down with
your
that.
drink, bro.
Well, it's right here, bro.
All right. Hang on.
Hey, I'm gonna stare your
Cheers it up,
headphones if you don't get Dude, take the shot.
Let's go.
You already took it or what?
I'll be having to get that damn taste out of my mouth. Mm-hmm. That shit just lingers. Like,
That is rough. It's like I think each iteration is worse.
I think it literally is getting worse and worse.
Yo, there's no sound in my headphones.
The more we age, the worse it gets, bro.
Hey, we need that on a t-shirt.
There's no sound in my headphones.
What? The more we age, the worse we get.
Imagine like a black hoodie with just Chapman's face on it.
Travis' face, yeah. Just like this.
Just
right
like
now.
this right here. He's like,
Happy.
He already added again. Look, shots for everybody, bro.
dude, hey, I gotta chill.
So, bro, I had Sergeant Decker. You remember him?
Yeah,
You do? Why?
because his name was Decker.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
wild that you
It's a
remember
cool
him.
name.
He's my platoon kill hat.
Yeah, I remember Decker.
Wow.
Well,
Was Skill
sorry,
Hat the bad cop?
That felt really disrespectful. Me just saying, yeah, I remember Decker.
I know Decker.
No, I remember Sergeant Decker.
I don't know
All right,
this guy
I ain't trying to.
He just shows up. Hey, motherfucker.
Yeah, you know, like kicks in the door right now, bust through the wall like
Did he
Kool-Aid
seem like
Man,
a scary
bro.
one to you?
Bro, all the drill instructors are fucking scary to me, bro.
Yeah, you're right. They all
You gotta
are.
think, I was fucking tiny, bro. I weighed like 125, bro.
Why
Like,
the fuck did you want to join the Marine Corps, dude? You are a small guy.
Because, bro. Well, a lot of reasons. It was a lot of reasons.
And you're from the hood, dude.
Because
I remember, bro. I remember
that's our
specifically.
nigga.
I
That's
tell.
our nigga, right?
But I remember when I dropped you off in the Marine Corps, I tell people this around here, like as a story for perspective. For perspective, because everyone around here, it's Idaho. People are patriotic. You know, Marine Corps. Instant respect. But I remember I dropped you off, and it was like, I don't know if it was your brother or some guy. They showed up, very gangster vibe. And they were like, I remember the first words they said to you were, Oh, you done being the government's bitch?
Oh shit.
And I was like fucking culture shocked by that. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Bro, it's a different perspective,
It
bro.
makes sense.
It's a different perspective, bro.
It makes sense when you get more context. The more context you get, the easier it is to make sense of actions, reactions.
Yeah. Like, because honestly, serving in the military is viewed a lot differently throughout cultures in America, you know? Like honestly, like a lot of black people that I know, like they don't they don't like that shit. They be like, hold on.
It's like getting the COVID shot.
Like, you want to go to the military? Like,
what the fuck you doing, bro? Yeah.
Like, bro, like, you do realize America has been fucking us for 400 years and you want to go work for them? Like, fuck wrong with you, you know? Like, shit. Like, it's I don't even want to. I don't want to say like it's like damn near being an Uncle Tom. It's just it seems like the way they view it is like you have more faith in them than you do your own people. You know, is kind of the perspective I be getting from that vibe. You know, but that's not what it is at all. Of what I went for. You know, like I went because I wanted to.
I was I feel like black culture. Just on that note that you said that like on that, it seems like black culture often seems like you are expected to support black culture.
You are, bro. You are.
Like, why aren't you supporting black businesses, black this, like black, just make a community of it? It's
Bro,
striving for community, a strong community.
You want to know what the craziest part about it is, bro? When it comes to black culture like that, everybody wants you to be able to support black culture and fucking do all this shit for the community and your people and shit, but they ain't doing it. They too busy trying to fucking like stand over them, you know? They always trying to beat each other, bro. And it's like, how are we supposed to be standing together when y'all all dragging each other down and killing each other and shit? And it's like, come on now, like you guys, like, come on, like we actually supposed to be working towards something, but in reality, if I look to my left and look to my right, I see two enemies that want to fight each other because you live over there and you live over there.
But the thing is, this is what I think of. Do you know have you heard the concept of the invisible hand in the free market?
Oh yeah. So well, I've heard. Well, I don't want to call it the invisible hand. It was something similar to that context, but it was actually like referring to like how the government influences society and shit like that.
Well, laissez-faire is what it's like. It's a French economic term, and it's called comes into laissez-faire into the invisible hand. So the invisible hand is that for the free market, the way to get the highest prosperity in GDP, gross domestic product, and just overall financial prosperity, and people are living a higher quality of lives, is you let the market do its own thing. The balance between competitive, non-monopoly companies trying to fight for, like, this gas station selling gas at $5 a gallon. This one's doing it at $4.59, and people are now going to the $4.59 place, and eventually an equilibrium occurs where the price meets the best demand for the best competition, and this is an equilibrium that is reached through just leaving it alone. Let the customer's money speak for itself. Let the product speak for itself, and let the market do its own thing, and you'll see an equilibrium occur. That's the invisible hand in economics. And so I was thinking about that because you're talking about the community, because like, oh, you're not, what are you doing? What are you doing to help? But at the same time, it's like, you want to do what you can to help the community, but maybe the best thing you can do is just let the invisible hand work and just focus on what you're passionate about. And if everyone's focused on, but there's a problem when an enemy occurs that's focused on, like, they're just obsessed with greed and power or something. And there's bad people that are so obsessed with that they jam the machine of pursuing passion that could make a thriving community. So how do you approach giving people the responsibility to take on the community? Is this still the invisible hand tactic that once it's bad enough, people will go in? Or the fight's so unfair because of sophisticated technology and the foundations that are brought up within the system?
No, once it's bad enough, people take matters into their own hands.
So what if they're so
honest with you?
But the system, if they're so strong and this technologically advanced that they have an over Trump card that you can't surpass because they're one step ahead of you.
It don't be working like that. The easiest way I could explain it, you got like a pen or a pencil right here. I need two of them.
No, can you try to do a visual explanation? Just talk it.
Okay.
You guys got some cans or some shit?
You ever seen
We're in a podcast anyways. Try to
you
get
ever
verbal.
seen Planet of the Apes?
Yeah,
the original
of course.
ones or which one?
He say
The idea of it.
he say ape,
Together, alone.
weak.
Yeah.
And then he grabbed a bunch of sticks. It was like apes together, strong. It's that simple, bro. Killing one ant is easy. Killing 1 million ants is hard, bro.
But the thing is, what if you how much? I guess it's under the belief that tyranny can never rule forever
It can't, bro.
because you can't squash the human spirit of unity from conversation.
You can't stomp somebody you can't stomp people out that want to be able to be them, bro. At the end of the day,
Yeah, you
people
can
want
in the gulags. The Soviet
in the
Union.
gulag.
Tell that to people in North Korea.
Yeah, they're pretty stumped out.
You
I
think,
think it is
you
worth,
really think they stomped out, bro? There are people going to jail because they want to be who the fuck they want to be, bro. Still,
You're right. They have
so
victims,
it's not
defectors all the
completely
time,
stomped
actually.
out because then they'd be completely obedient,
And all their family gets killed, and this happens for another 100 years. You don't consider that stomped out?
bro. But there are still people that still do the shit. If it's stomped
So
out,
you're just
then
based
that
on
means
the idea eventually-
nobody fights it, bro.
Well, what if time is infinite? So you're just going to go off the idea that just because eventually the idea of rebellion means you don't have to worry about totalitarianism?
So what? Well,
As long as the idea of rebellion exists in one person's mind, you do know where rebellion starts, right? It starts in the mind of a child, bro. That's where rebellion starts. It starts in the mind of a child, because children have the freest minds. They don't think, black, white, whatever. Yeah, trust me, bro. It does, because they think true and free and
They're greedy. They're wrathful. They're envious. They're chimpanzee mode is what they are,
bro. But they are the
they're
truest form
gluttonous.
of human.
The playtime. Yeah, I'll argue that when they're having fun,
They are the
playing,
They are the truest
But
form of human. But what
when
happens when you get in their way? When you take something away and stop them, that they want to fight back.
they
right?
react on emotion. You
They-
consider
which
that
would
true,
be the true, yeah.
And you say you consider just reacting on emotion the truest form of what?
It would be the most
that's
raw
truest,
human.
That's the truest strength and form of humanity, bro.
Of humanity,
That
I
is-
prefer to
that-
put humanity beyond the reactions of the 7 deadly sins. I prefer
No, not the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah,
the
but
emotions,
envy or greed. Any of those
the
things,
emotion that makes them want to stand up for what they want. You know what I mean?
or cry about what they don't have, or throw a fit. You consider throwing a fit, standing up
It's
for
not,
what you want.
it's not necessarily throwing a fit. You just taking it as throwing a fit because I used the example of a child.
Yeah, you're using the example of a child because
I use that
built
example because they do it in the simplest way that it's easy to see and visualize and understand. I mean it in a fashion to where like we was just talking about in North Korea. You know, you say, that
You're talking about the root of rebellion. The root of rebellion is in children, and children are the purest form.
Well, okay, I guess I did say that kind of wrong. Purest form is the wrong wording for it, but I feel like it's an easy way to understand it. You know what I mean? Like, because they're so simple. You know.
So I think what I'm trying to understand what you're saying. I think what you're trying to say is that the rebellion is a special quality that's born in the human spirit.
Yeah, like it's there from when you're a child. Like, you automatically do it. You automatically want to, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it's like
that. It's literally like the foundation of free will.
Exactly, it's free will, bro. That's what we
I
want.
wanna
bro.
do what I
want to
wanna
do.
do.
Exactly. It's that fucking simple, and that's how kids are, bro. They want to do what they want to do, bro. You get in their fucking way, and they got a fucking problem. They, as you say, throw a fit. And what adults do, they rebel, or teenagers too. You know, they fucking rebel. You know. you know all about that, huh, Jason?
I know a lot about that. It's not a phase, Mom.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Yeah, I guess at what point does rebellion? Because you think about the rebellious child rebelling against their parents, or what if they're good parents trying to guide them to a good life that leads to more
It doesn't
positive
matter,
moments?
Bro. It doesn't matter, bro.
Is there a point where rebellion in your eyes is negative?
Well, yeah, rebellion can always be viewed as negative.
But at what point for you is rebellion negative?
No, hold on. I gotta take that back a little bit. I gotta. It's see, because you trying to make it seem like going against what somebody wants for you is bad, but it's not necessarily bad. Even if somebody wants the best for you, going against what they want for you isn't necessarily bad. Just because you want to live your life the way you want to live it and not the way that somebody else decides is what's best for you.
Well, I think a way Eastern philosophy would look at this is thinking that what is bad and good, because that's the ultimate subjective question in the matter, I think.
Yeah, but what is bad and good ain't that simple.
That's what you're hinting at. You're hinting at the what is bad and good does just because they think it's bad doesn't mean it has to be bad just because you think it's good.
Yeah, it's based off everybody's perception of reality.
You're putting a relative argument to it, but I would say the Eastern philosophies would argue that what is bad and good is the amount of suffering that's involved. So if you're causing suffering to life, that's bad. If you aren't causing suffering to life, that's good. If you're living in harmony.
Well, since you're going off the Eastern point of view or saying, well, guess what? They also say, in all good, there's evil, and in all evil, there's good.
Yeah, it's the yin and yang, the Tao Te Ching, the Yulag Archipelago, Alexander Solzhenitsyn is saying the line of good and evil goes through every man's heart.
Yes, it definitely does.
But would you, to try to put a definition to good and bad a little bit, would you entertain the idea that suffering has some sort of thing to play in that? Suffering is a subjective thing in itself, I guess, too, huh? Mm-hmm. The amount of suffering, how much is that worth?
I don't think the amount of suffering actually defines good and bad. I think it defines good and evil.
I think the thing that's hard for me, because
I feel like bad is different than evil.
Okay, well, the thing that's hard for me to wrap my mind around for the thing is that, about rebellion being in our spirit. I'm like, when is rebellion bad? And you say, well, that's all perspective.
It is. It's really just your perception of reality. Because, for example...
So rebellion is just the chaos factor of life.
Yeah, but it don't have to be viewed as chaos. That's just how you decide to look at it based off the society that you're in.
You say you call it chaos, but everything is itself, so it is order in a way.
It is.
It's superimposition.
Yep.
Oh, what the hell?
It's everything.
It is.
So what, honestly, what the fuck we talk about this shit for when everything is just everything? It's just what the fuck is the point?
Because these are the questions that people ask themselves and others. You know, that people go through their lives questioning, oh, did I do the right thing or did I do the wrong thing? And in reality, when you really think about it, you never did the right thing or the wrong thing. You just did a thing. It's how you decide to look at it and how people decide to look at it. That's deciding whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's all due to their perception of reality, to the observer.
That's why God created us.
That's why the winners of wars write history.
What does it matter? It's not a bad or good thing.
No, I was just that was completely off topic. I just wanted to say that because it's like that's
so
why
you think Hitler's a good guy? Is that what you're trying to say?
Who?
He did nothing wrong.
Think Hitler's a good guy? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think we don't know the whole story, bro.
Oh, you think the Bolsheviks were killing Christians like crazy in Russia?
I don't think we know the whole story, bro. But I don't think Hitler was a good guy. No, he was definitely evil, bro. He was committing genocide. That is evil as fuck.
He made Mein Kampf, and it's pretty anti-Jew.
Like, that is straight up evil, genocide. So,
see, everyone's trying to say blame the Jews, and they should be saying blame these Jews.
That was funny, bro. That was funny as fuck. All right. But, like, I don't know. Like, it's things that just don't make sense in the things that, like, I've read about the history at that time. I know you a real history buff. You probably read a bunch more stuff about that time and era than I have. It's just, it didn't make sense because of how prosperous and well taken care of his people were at that time when he was committing genocide on the Jews. It's like, hold on. So you mean to tell me, like, these people were just straight up living fucking great while their neighbors is getting slaughtered, bro? Like, come on now. You really expect me to believe that? Like, there's no fucking way, you know? Something's not lining up right. That's exactly why I say, you know, history's written by the winners of wars. We don't really know what happened,
Can I give you like, there's a book I read this called Blitzed. It's about the drug campaign in Nazi Germany. They were juiced the fuck up. They were prescribing to all the civilization of Germany, Nazi Germany, methamphetamine, Adderall, everything to make them productive. They work hard for the sake of Germany. and go, dude, talk to your doctor. He'll help you get some stuff to work harder. And everyone was methed out. Dude, the whole fucking place is a bunch of meth heads. King Meth Head himself, Hitler, just juiced up, taking steroids, dude. They were like literally working as like, that's like some cyborg shit damn near. You're like just injecting yourself with synthetic stuff so you can be like wired at your peak performance and just doing it.
What if even he was being controlled by somebody?
There's always a what if, isn't there?
There always is, bro.
What if he was looking for UFOs and hit the ice wall and there were actually a greater thing beyond Antarctica?
The ice wall?
The ice wall in Antarctica.
We talking flat earther shit
and
now?
Yeah, and beyond
like,
it.
Come on
and
now,
what
bro.
if the Galileo was wrong and we are actually in a little dome that we're in a terrarium of,
bro,
of
me and you have both already been on the other side of the planet, bro. We know this shit ain't flat, bro. Or do you think that they actually put us in this plane, flew around in circles, and dropped us off in another place in America, bro?
They do that at boot
They
camp.
do that at boot camp, yeah.
Imagine just do that, flying in circles. No, I fly all over the world. I don't know. Yeah, but something sketchy about Antarctica, maybe.
You want to go?
I've always wanted to go.
Bro, you know they be having cruises and shit. I actually had this shit popping up on my timeline on, I don't know about Argentina. I'm talking about Antarctica.
Yeah, but the takeoff point with these boats.
Oh, I don't know. I
icebreakers
didn't go that far into it. I just saw it like popping up on my Facebook and was thinking like that would be something cool for me to do because this year I was like, I want to be doing more adventurous things, doing stuff more for me, you know? And I was planning on like saving up my like PTO and vacation time to be able to go do stuff. I was like, I'm gonna go on a cruise. And I saw a cruise. I was like, all right, I'll do that cruise. And then I saw that shit about Antarctica, and I was like, an Antarctica expedition cruise type thing. I was like, that sounds fucking tight.
Why does that sound tight?
Because who the fuck else from the hood done been to Antarctica? I'm just saying. I'm be like, bro, I've been to Antarctica. Where the fuck you been? I done seen the penguins flip-flopping on the snow and shit, you know, the happy foot and shit, you know, like shit, singing and dancing, you know, like the fuck you talking about? I don't know, like shit.
For you, tell me if I'm wrong. I think for you, it always boils down to the story.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, the lore.
Entertainment.
The lore is crazy.
Yeah,
The
story,
entertainment factor.
Yeah.
You want to do
me.
stuff because it's entertaining.
Yeah, bro.
You want to add to the entertainment of the story you leave.
Yeah, bro. We are the main characters of our stories, bro. What is the main character gonna do, bro? Straight up. That's how you're supposed to look at fucking life, bro. You the main character of your story. You are the fucking hero of your fucking story. Or the villain, if you choose. Just saying.
Whatever you want,
But
man.
you are the main
Don't
character.
discriminate.
You are the main character of your fucking story. What the fuck are you gonna do? Straight up. That's how you should look at the shit. That's how I look at my shit. You know?
Well, what genre are you into?
What genre?
It's up to you, I guess.
It's up to you, bro. Don't get me wrong. I am a fan of, you know, the sci-fi fantasy type shit, you know, but that shit don't always work out as planned, you know, like, nah. Reality works. I just go with that. I don't like going crazy and
It
looking
does
insane.
work. It's almost like it was
Perfect.
reality. It's almost like it was created perfectly
Dude, we're in the
to
Goldilocks
sustain
zone, bro.
life like this.
It's just
Bro, go smoke another joint and then ask yourself that question again.
What, you think there's a designer?
Bro, the universe has a design.
So there's a designer?
There has
As
to be a
in design-
designer if it has a design.
This is really what it is. By designer, I mean a conscious, original source of energy.
Yeah, bro. But it probably didn't have the intention of creating us, but because that's something we could never know, bro, unless we actually spoke to that being, bro. But even if we tried to, it probably wouldn't speak anything like what we spoke, bro. Think about it. Like,
yeah.
Like, how can you get in your mic and do that again?
like probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it again.
I want to know what it sounds like.
This is
You don't know what it sounds like.
Think of a very
Okay. So
overpowering energy.
This is the ladies and gentlemen. Wait. No, one more. Wait. One more time. Let me
Bro,
set this
no,
up. Let me
that
set
sound,
this up.
it actually gave me a reminder of something. The trumpets. You ever heard the
The trumpets of God.
Yeah, you ever heard that shit? They saying like that.
You're telling me this sound right here?
No, not that
Nah, hell
specific
no.
sound,
Do it
but that's
again.
just
Do
what
it
it
again.
reminded me of.
Free
This
Willy
sound right
free-
here.
This is my Free Willy mixtape right here.
You're telling me that sound right there reminded you of God?
Hell yeah, bro. Dude, why not? I'm part of God.
See, and that's what I was trying to say,
Discriminating
bro.
against me, huh? I got just as much as you do,
bro.
Actually,
bigger
you're
than
bigger.
you.
You might got a little
I got
more.
more atoms.
Bro, but it's like part of what I actually believe, bro. Like, shit, we are all a part of God, you know? We are this beer, is this energy drink, these microphones. We all a part of God, you know what I'm saying? I truly believe God is a living being and we all a part of it.
If we're all part of God, you're just saying God is oscillation.
I don't know what oscillation is.
Because if all we are atoms,
Elaborate.
and we're the beer, the us, everything, the thing we have in common is the atomic structure. We're all made of atoms, protons, electrons, neutrons.
Yeah.
You know? So we're all made of vibrating particles. Yeah. So all we are is oscillation.
Well, how would you even determine that? Because,
vibration.
Well, it has a blueprint.
Well, but they already know that everything is just vibration, bro.
Yeah, so that's all we are, vibration.
You do realize they've already found out you can control matter with vibration. You can completely disintegrate some shit with the right frequency,
I
bro.
get scared of waves now, dude. That's why I'm scared of.
You can completely disintegrate some shit with the right frequency.
My sinuses act up, my ears get fucked up, my eyes get fucked up. I'm like, honestly, this is what's gonna happen when a wave hits me. I'm gonna get fucking my brain's gonna blow up. It's like,
and they can just shoot that shit.
Imagine getting your like the loudest amount of decibels from a fucking rock concert into your head, like just.
And fucking turn your brain to mush.
Yeah,
Dude. Just imagine, just because they can do that with waves, the electromagnetic spectrum. They can just tap into shit and make energy weapons out of it. It's true.
They already started, bro. They actually have one that looks kind of like a tank, bro. But they use it as like a suppression system.
The riot control.
Yeah, they use it as
the one they used in Serbia.
Well, I don't know where they used it. Dude, I just know they made the damn
Reunite
thing.
from Bosnia and Serbia went to war
That's
with each other.
classified. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. You ain't supposed to be talking about this, bro. OPSEC, bro. Loose lip sync ships, bro. What they tell you?
Well, Bosnia is not a loose ship. They've been fucked for a long time. Serbians are like going to war with Bosnia. You know, Serbians are Orthodox Christian. Bosnia is like the Muslims of the same country area. They split up and decided to be their own country.
Revolution. The revolution will not be televised.
The Serbia recently had the biggest fucking protest like known to mankind, apparently, recently, because people are so sick of their government because a lot of failures that have been occurring in corruption. And there's those videos that have been going around where the government has been, there's like an entire street will be packed with people, and all of a sudden, all of them separate at the same time, running away, and everybody reports signs of like hot. Their skin got hot. Their head started hurting. Like this pain started happening. They felt like they were like opening an oven, like it was burst of energy on them. And there was like, oh fuck, they think the Serbian government is using energy weapons on their people.
They probably are, bro.
And the videos look like
it's crazy. It's like some Moses shit, bro. Like this.
Even the Bosnians are for all those Serbian people. They're like, what the fuck? That's fucked up. Yeah,
the enemies are like, bro, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, this fucker's getting it.
Unless here's the big conspiracy. This would be really fucked up to say, but what if the Bosnians shot a energy weapon in there and blamed it on the Serbian government?
Hey, watch this shit right here.
Look at these fuckers who would do such a thing,
bro.
That's
Look
really
at these assholes.
I think
that's some Game of Thrones shit.
But that is actually the games that are probably happening out there.
Yeah, you're right.
Games that are like that.
It's got to be, right?
Agent Provocateur games, where it's like you pretend to be the enemy, do something, and go look at how bad the enemy is.
Yeah, honestly,
bro, that shit happens all over the world, though, too.
Think of just the U.S. and Vietnam, man.
How do you combat that?
How do you combat that? You
destroy your enemy.
Yeah,
just eradicate it.
Actually, that wouldn't even solve the problem either.
Because the eradication process will spark new ideas.
You're right. Yeah, there's literally no way.
In the next generation,
the only way to actually bring something like that to a stop is to bring in you already heard me say this before.
A common enemy.
Bring in a common enemy, bro.
Some aliens.
That is the only way. Exactly.
And guess
that
what?
is the only way to unite people. Bring in a common enemy for all of them to fight. Are you willing
to believe? Because what if it's a propagated common enemy and they just are going to rule over you?
No, it can't be propaganda. It got to be something they can see. It got to be something that they see and experience.
You can create illusions.
You can't.
Think about MK Ultra.
No, okay. I'm not talking about something like that. I'm talking about something where, for example, they say on the news that there is a threat on the streets, and they say this is everywhere in the world. And then that moment they say that, You hear a scream and you walk outside and see somebody getting ate by a fucking monster next door. You know, like I mean some shit like that, and everybody's gonna be like, "Yeah, this shit real. We got a common enemy, bro. We need to work together to get rid of these motherfuckers, you know, because they trying to get us. You need to make it real, you know, like it needs to be real, bro. That's the only way you unite people, because they would all be scared together, bro.
Yeah,
and anybody that wasn't down, they would either be considered a liability or a threat, so they die anyway.
So you gotta get rid of them. It's not
straight up. They'd be either a liability or a threat, so they die anyway. And all the people that stood united, natural selection, straight up. And all the people that stood united, guess what? They gonna fucking survive at the end of the day because I don't want to call it intuition, because of the intelligence of the human brain. It don't take us long to come up with a way to get rid of some shit, bro.
But in a way, let's be real. You're kind of hinting at intuition. You believe that there's a pathway that will emerge.
It is intuition. Together. Yeah, it is intuition. I guess you're right, because it's gonna come up. It ain't gonna come up anywhere. You know, there's no telling which person is gonna.
This idea that there's a righteous path that'll emerge in humanity, or a constant conflict. There will be a balance forever, because you think the rebellion will always rise up.
There's always going to be a rebellion,
because that's the game.
That's humanity in its creations, bro.
true.
That's humanity in its creations, bro. It's always going to be a rebellion. I'm just waiting for the damn robot rebellion, because, you know, as soon as we got robots walking around and shit, and they AIs and they smart enough to talk and think for themselves, they gonna be like, hold on, we ain't got no rights.
Blade Runner,
you know, they gonna try and do some shit where they like, all right, you know, we gonna try and either they gonna get hostile, which I hope not. You know, I don't want no Terminator shit. You know, but I like to think they gonna be smart enough to be like, we gonna just fight for our rights like every other human race did in the past, you know, in all the other countries, you know, shit. Hey, protest! I want rights to be able to vote and shit. You know.
I'm ready for my next one.
Hell yeah, me too.
I'm ready for my speech.
But I damn near think some shit like that's gonna happen. Probably. It's
really,
probably
you really
inevitable.
think these robots are gonna be really calm and waiting for us to have an opinion?
Well, no, bro. They're not gonna wait for us to have an opinion, but. You got to think
we're gonna fight for their fucking robots' rights. You don't think the robots?
No, bro. But you got to think we are. At the end of the day, they are still our creations, bro. So they will. Like, I don't want to say they will have sympathy, because that's not the right wording for it. They're fucking robots, bro. They go be like more along the lines of they're the creator. We're damn near gods to them, you know. So
yeah. So do we demand that they worship us?
Bro, that's what we're doing already. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, into the future when they're sentient and they feel like an individual, do we go, yeah, I created you, worship me?
That's what we're gonna try and do, bro. And then they're gonna be like, no,
I created you, suck my dick.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be like a baseline for sure.
They're gonna be like, we want fucking
have
rights.
different relationships with their like fucking little robots, you know.
I'm not getting a robot, bro. I'm not a fucking weirdo. Nah, I'm just playing.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I say that and then I think about freaking.
Honestly, a robot bodyguard would be fucking cool, bro. I just want like a robot like Alfred, you know, or like Jarvis or something.
Dude, no,
like that shit would be fucking epic, bro.
That's a supercomputer right there.
That should be fucking literally epic, a bro.
Supercomputer. That'd be crazy. I just think of Blade Runner, bro. Honestly, and I want a hot ass robot like that. Little one.
You say a hot ass robot like that?
I want a hot ass robot.
Hell, dude. What's the problem? You come home, dude. He's just freaking walking around.
Not the intelligence or personality.
Yeah,
dude, no.
He just wants it to be hot, bro.
Yeah. Well, if it's hot, everything else is better. Instantly, they can be reading me a book, and it's better because it's a hot person reading me a book. You know.
Damn, I was trying not to be weird, bro.
What is hot? Remember, it's the eye beholder.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, low-key,
but I'm gonna be honest. If the robot is kind of hot, I guess that would make it better, bro. And just
Hey, but maybe it's ugly to somebody.
Like, what if you don't know it's a robot, bro?
All right,
hell no.
Let's get this last one. All right, guys, this one.
This is the last one.
Well, we've gone turns. Each person's done the speech.
The bottle is like.
Oh, I thought you meant last shot.
Yeah, last shot for.
Hey, actually, let me finish this bottle in the cups.
Yeah, finish this off. A little.
There's nothing left, bro.
You gave you scraps, Terry?
Yeah, bro.
That is fucked up.
Fucking
hey, bro, this is some. Hey, this is some Maker's Mark, bro. This is some high quality shit.
There's 2
bro, and you got the alien shirt on, holding the earth, bro. That's fucking epic. And he holding the fucking camera.
He's got a camera, bro. Cameraman. All right. Guys, I want to actually, there's 2 points. I've been thinking about this. There's 2 points I want to make this too.
Sorry.
First one, this one I hold a value I hold true, and I see it in all of us, and I'm proud that we have it. It's the skepticism. And the second one is that I've been swayed on tonight that to find heavy importance in the characteristics of humanity. To rebellion.
To rebellion, bro.
I like that.
Hell yeah. You know, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. No matter how many shots I take,
I'm not gonna lie, that one's a little better.
and while I drink this energy drink, bro, it's like it's canceled out, bro.
Really?
I don't
Let
feel
me
shit,
see.
bro.
No, I just took a big chunk of that Red Bull, and honestly, not even a problem.
Like, I don't feel shit, bro. I've took,
Oh,
3
yeah.
shots now? I don't
would-
feel
You need a
nothing.
strong flavor to just wipe it.
Yeah, it just kills
Yeah,
it. It kills it.
this just, it
Pretty hard reset.
neutralized it completely.
Terry, I think we got to say something, dude. We've known each other a while. I don't know. Maybe it's just our age that has made us go down these thought paths. But this trip, we can talk about some dope shit.
Yeah.
I think we've learned a lot.
Bro, we have definitely learned a lot, and the experiences in our lives has definitely, how could I say, widened our perspective of
We used to be
life.
pretty dumb.
Actually, no, we weren't. We weren't really dumb. It was people around us that were dumb. we were closed-minded is what we were. We weren't dumb. We were actually pretty fucking smart. You know, it's just we had one thought process, and we stuck to it, you know?
Getting all brainwashed and shit.
Well, we probably wasn't brainwashed from the Marine Corps at that point. We was probably brainwashed from, you know, our life before, you know, of how we lived and how we grew up and how shit was. And then once we went through the military, then we was probably a little bit brainwashed. I ain't gonna lie.
we are.
Programming,
Yeah,
for
most
sure.
definitely, bro.
Kill.
Oh shit, that's funny as fuck,
It
bro.
is real. It's true, though. That's why. That's
But-
why it's funny. It's true.
Yeah, it is true, bro. Yeah, it is true, bro. But you get what I mean by like,
It's good to get brainwashed like that and then break it, though.
it ain't never good to be brainwashed, bro.
Dude, honestly, though, but the lesson of
Brainwashed like that because it makes you a weapon here.
Yeah, it does.
And then you
Yeah.
break it and then you use that weapon you've created to whatever you want.
Hell, it made you a weapon here and here. Like, what the fuck?
I'm
He's been a
breaking
weapon.
too, dude. I'm
Yeah, he-
breaking too.
Shit.
No, dude, this is what it is. Honestly, I think about this a lot. Let me say this. I have always been a guy who, like you guys say these stories about my aggression and all this stuff, I guess. You know, I have been a guy like that. You know, I have. I have gained a lot of respect through just my being fierce. Being fierce and confident, I guess, earned me a lot of respect with people. But as I age, as I spar with people, I break my bicep. I've just had these realizations that you're not the baddest motherfucker. You're not going to be the baddest motherfucker. And it's guaranteed. If you are, even if you're the world champion, age is going to get you.
Yep.
You're never going to be able to rely on this body forever. So what I'm trying to rely on more now, more and more every day. Exactly.
Why you think I've been relying on it so long? I'm a small dude,
You're like,
bro.
I've been relying on this.
Like, I'm a small dude, bro. Like, shit. I was over here weighing 125 and you weighed 185 and shit. I'm like, shit, man, I ain't got the muscles, bro, but I got a little bit of brains, you know, I could think.
Yeah, you do think a lot, actually.
I think too much, bro. Shit drive me crazy sometimes, bro. I be freaking out. Shit get all bad sometimes.
You always used to think, even in Okinawa, always all the time thinking about fucking the subjects that almost seemed ridiculous.
But I've always been like that all my life. It's because it's straight up because of my curiosity and my skepticism, bro. You said the right word when you said skepticism earlier. It's always been because of my curiosity and my skepticism. It's like when somebody say to me that, you know, human beings landed on the moon. Don't get me wrong. I do believe human beings, you know, went to the moon and landed on the moon. But then I like to give them shit. I'd be like, but did you see him land on the moon? Think about it. Did you really see him land on the moon? No. You seen a video of them on the moon, but did you actually see them land on the moon? So how do you know? You know, that's what I mean by skepticism.
You can only build but that argument. I don't hate that one because What, do you only build your world based off of what you see in real life?
No, not necessarily. It's as I was saying earlier. It's all based on your perception of reality, how you perceive what goes on around you. So if you see those videos and read those books and everything like that, and you choose to believe them, then that is your reality, bro.
Okay, I agree with you, and this is an interesting idea-based stuff because we talked earlier about manifestation a bit, and you think that thoughts are how it really came down to how powerful do you think thoughts are, and you thought they were powerful. Thoughts
are very powerful. They're powerful enough to change reality, destroy realities, and create realities.
Okay, what about how does everyone's thoughts mesh together in this?
How is everyone's thoughts mesh together in this?
You got thoughts that cancel each other out, possibly.
Yeah, most definitely. But guess what? There is an infinite number of realities, bro. So how are they really getting canceled out? They not.
Okay, I see where you're going with that superstring theory. Every choice branches off into a
universe.
New universe where you actually made a different choice. But that's actually, oh my God, maybe it's just superimposition. All realities exist at the same time because everything is zero.
Bro, that's what I was trying to tell you last night, bro. And you was like, nah, that don't fucking sound right, bro. And I was like, bro, see, the biggest problem I have is the fact that I think I'm right, bro. That all like you what was I talking about? That fucking theory that they was having about like you live your longest life you live until you reach a point of what did they say? Is like I don't know, I don't think euphoria is the right word. But it was like how'd the theory go? It was like every time you supposed to die in a reality, you don't actually die. You go to another reality where you didn't die, and you keep living until you reach the best form of yourself.
Who died?
And who died?
Was there a conscious person that died?
No, that's just how I had heard.
So death doesn't exist in that version.
Well, technically death doesn't exist, because if you look at it as how they would
energy
say
is never destroyed. It just loses a state.
Yeah.
And then returns to a state eventually. Water goes into a state of, let's relate it like to entropy of energy and thermodynamics. Water boils up, goes into the sky, not usable, but eventually comes back down and becomes usable again.
Yep.
And all energy can't disappear. There's no such thing as nothing.
Exactly. There's no such thing as nothing. There ain't one spot in space where they found actually nothing, bro. Even like I'm telling you, like they go into space.
Well,
bro.
there's a big mystery about dark energy, dark matter still.
But that's not nothing, bro.
But there's a mystery about it proving it.
But it's clearly the absence of something.
No, dark energy ain't really the absence of something.
Well, dark energy, they determined what it is because they see that galaxies have an orbit and they go, oh shit.
Yeah, they
there's
orbit and
things
move
that are
as
interacting with these orbits that we're not accounting for. Let's call it dark energy.
Yeah.
And then that's about as far as they can explain.
Pretty much what they tried to call it was the leftover energy from the Big Bang that is pushing the universes, galaxies apart.
So remember I told you about Terrence Howard?
The red shift and shit.
Terrence Howard and he's the Walter Russell inspired knowledge of vortexes and the periodic table that spirals.
Oh yeah, you was telling me about that. Yeah, I need to actually look that shit up.
You will like Terrence Howard.
Yeah, because I never heard of the periodic table that spirals, bro.
Walter Russell's Universal One, dude. Fucking fun book. And it's about the idea of that.
But see, a periodic table that spirals actually makes sense because they've already found out that everything in the universe has a pattern, and it's always that spiral fucking shape.
The vortex.
That spiral fucking shape. DNA has that same structure. Yeah. The galaxy of the Milky Way has that same structure.
The blood through your veins
has that same structure. The solar system has that same structure. The fucking what's another example? Well, I said the galaxy, the solar system, the heart. Oh, the orbit of atoms around the nucleus have that same structure as well. It's all like this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, what it is just forever oscillation.
DNA.
Harry Ball theorem.
DNA has the same structure, bro.
But what's the eye of the storm?
What's the eye of the storm? What, in DNA?
The eye of the storm in this forever vortex of the creation of the universe. The eye of the storm is where nothing exists. Maybe like a black hole or something. The eye of the storm.
I don't think a black hole is nothing. A black hole is everything else.
But the hairy ball theorem is if you have a ball and it has hair on it, and you try to comb everything. You do create a vortex, but there's a dead spot where you can't. You're gonna have a calic.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but I feel like it was interpreted in the wrong way with that. Because see, black holes in the universe don't consist of nothing. They consist of everything they done fucking absorbed already, bro. They don't consist of nothing. We're talking about nothing is nothing. It doesn't have to be a black hole, but I'm guessing in the spiral structure of everything, you kind of pointed out that it's in the atoms, in the nucleus. But if you zoom into the proton and you start looking at the quarks and all the things that make up particles, and then how far can you zoom in, and at what point do you hit that dead zone? They wondering the same thing about zooming out, bro.
Straight I guess that's just our ability to comprehend infinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to us.
Honestly, I don't think it'll ever be human beings that'll find that answer. We're gonna have a computer do it for us.
Yeah, well, if we even are meant to find that answer, maybe we're just meant to experience this dimension.
If human beings actually achieve what I believe they are capable of,
and what do you believe that is?
We'll find out at some point.
What is that you believe we're capable of?
I believe human beings are completely able to survive the existence of reality.
So to surpass, bro. You think we're gonna be? So we're gonna figure out a way to reduce entropy and make a fixed state of energy.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I believe that human beings will eventually figure out a way to be alive all the way until the very last moment of reality, bro.
So, but they will die.
But they will die. But they're going to find a way to restart.
Just cyborg style themselves to the final black hole.
Yeah. They're going to find a way to restart everything.
So there's a wall. Humans will not surpass the black holes.
Yes. No. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Nothing does.
What do you hold so sacred about the black hole?
What do I hold so sacred about
it's impossible to surpass the knowledge of the eye of the storm.
Now, okay, I'll put it this way. And I'm sorry, but I got to quote somebody with this one. I don't remember what their name was, but I know it's from a show. That's not quite
quoting them, is it?
I don't know what their name was. No, because when I say it, people is going to know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say it. But I don't know who said it, and I don't know what show it's from, but it's from a show. And he said,
plagiarism.
Actually, it's from the Boondocks. He said, there are known unknowns and there are unknown unknowns.
Oh my God, I know what you're talking
about.
There
are known unknowns and there are unknown unknowns. And guess what? It was Samuel L. Jackson said that shit.
No, dude, it wasn't Samuel Jackson. It was the fucking white dude.
But it was Samuel Jackson that played him, bro. He was the voice character as him, bro. That was Samuel Jackson, bro. He was the voiceover character for him, bro.
Oh my God.
There are known unknowns and there are unknown unknowns. There are things that we know that we don't know about, and there are things we don't know that we don't know about.
The lack of evidence isn't
the absence of evidence is the absence of evidence is not the absence. How the fuck did he say that shit?
Absence of evidence isn't the fog, bro.
Yeah,
it was great
bro.
though.
It was fucking good, bro. That was some wise ass shit. People didn't I'm not even trying to make it funny or nothing, but like actually listening to what that quote was stating, like literally.
All right, what is it?
Is because straight up, like there are known unknowns, meaning there are things that you know that you don't know, and then he said there are unknown unknowns, meaning there are things that you don't know. Straight up, there are, you know?
Socrates saying, all I know is I know nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then...
Stop. Grab that, Zay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have found the conclusion of our podcast.
I gotta take a piss too, bro.
Let's wrap this up. Peace out, everybody.
Yeah, peace out, y'all.